Find dynamic career opportunities, beautiful seasons, affordable living, and legendary weekends. From its high quality of life and great schools to its fine arts, culinary, and pro sports scenes, Wisconsin gives you so much to look forward to. That's why you should pick Wisconsin. Learn more about making Wisconsin your home. Visit pickwisconsin.com.
The most followed sports radio station in the world.
In the world. That's right. In the world.
710 ESPN.
You know it. Yeah. Tell your friends.
At ESPN Los Angeles on Instagram, Facebook, X, YouTube, TikTok, and Twitch.
We're naturally entertaining.
Yes.
LA's mega sports station. 710 ESPN.
The biggest show on the radio. Mason and Ireland on 710.
I'm rebooting my life, John.
Believe it when I see it.
It's the Waba Grill Lunch Hour with Mason and Ireland. Waba Grill. What's their secret? It's in their sauce. Their sauces are more flavorful for you. From sweet and spicy to fiery hot. Download the Waba Rewards app or order online at wabagrill.com. Waba Grill. It's for you.
Mason.
I've got to clean up my act.
Ireland.
I'm just a dope.
The Waba Grill Lunch Hour is on right now.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Greetings, people. Mason and Ireland Show. Mason, shockingly, is on vacation. Andy Kamenetsky, nice enough to sit in. AK, how's life?
Doing well, man. Not as well as Mace, though. I've been seeing via Instagram. He is a man about theater right now.
Yes, he did. If he didn't take a picture, it didn't happen. He went to SNL on Saturday.
Yep.
I know that. And I think he went to a play.
He saw
Did he go
Sunset Boulevard, and I think he is going to see Othello with Denzel and Jake Gyllenhaal. And there are a couple other items on the.
Yeah, I was there 2 weeks ago, and I went to Glengarry Glen Ross.
How was it?
Great. With Kieran Culkin, Bob Odenkirk, Michael McKean, Bill Burr, just a rock star cast. And it was really fun. So he's back in New York all week. The Lakers host the Rockets tonight at Crypto. That means Michael will be in here later. Pepe will be in here later. We're all heading over there after the show. And they've got 8 games left, Andy, 4 home and 4 road. For people that don't know, Andy and his brother Brian host the Locked On Lakers podcast. Is there a YouTube component to that?
There is. For the sickos who like to watch, there's a YouTube component as well.
And how often do you guys update that?
We do a show Monday through Friday, mandatory.
Every day?
Yeah, every
Okay.
day. But if there's a game on the weekends, we typically do a shorter 15-minute-ish reaction
So after the
pod.
Memphis game, did
yeah.
you do one on Sunday?
Oh, we did it right after. We did it.
okay.
We did it live, maybe 30 minutes after the game ended.
All right. So 8 games left, 4 home and 4 road. First, let me ask you this: where do you think they finish?
I'm gonna say 4. I think they're gonna
Think they
hang
hold on to 4.
I
They're
think they're
4
gonna
now.
hang on to their current 4 seed. I'm gonna say 4.
I think they could slide to the 5.
They could,
because they have a very hard schedule.
Yes, they do.
But nobody else is setting the world on fire here. What I don't want is for them to slide to the 7. Now, if the season ended today, they would play Memphis and they would host Memphis. I think that is the preferred matchup if you're a Laker fan. But I also think Memphis is a sinking ship and they're going to back way up. Who do you think they will play in the first? Let's for the sake of discussion, say you're right. They get the 4. Who's the 5?
I think it actually is going to be Memphis because I think the team. Let me pull up the standings really quick.
But look at their schedule. Their schedule is hard, and it's all against teams that are chasing them. So that's why I think it's going to be Golden State. Which, by the way,
yeah, it could. You know what? You're right. It could be Golden State, and they have been winning. Steph is back,
and they play each other on Thursday.
Yeah,
the Lakers and the Warriors play each other.
I can tell you what the league's hoping for. Warriors.
If that happened, Lakers, Warriors, it would be the highest rated first round series maybe in the history of the NBA. Because back in the old days, they didn't do 7 games. They do 7 games now.
Yep.
But think about that. Steph and Jimmy Butler, near the end of their careers, against LeBron near the end of his career and Luka as they're learning how to play together, I think it would be must-watch TV. And I think it would go 6 or 7. How about you?
I think it would go 6 at least. I'm trying to take a look in real time right now at the rest of the Warriors' schedule. Theirs is not as difficult as the Lakers or I think Memphis, but it's not easy either. They've got Memphis, like we talked about, tomorrow. Then they play the Lakers on Thursday. They play Denver on Friday. They play Houston on Sunday, who the Lakers play tonight, and then I think on the 11th.
Right, for the last home game of the year. They got to play the Rockets twice.
And they play the Clippers for the final game, and that game could matter to both teams. They do have San Antonio and Portland, which could theoretically be easy. And on the 8th, Golden State has Phoenix, who may by then quit. They may just forfeit their games.
Their white flag may have gone up last night. Kevin Durant, they got hammered by the Rockets. And so the Rockets are on the second night of a back-to-back tonight. And Kevin Durant.
Unfortunately, last night's game did not take much out of Houston.
Correct. And Kevin Durant turned an ankle pretty bad. Shams is saying he's out for at least a week. And if he's out for a week, there's only 2 weeks left in the season. Why rush him back?
I'm sure you noticed this too. In the recent game between the Lakers and the Suns looked openly miserable. They looked so ready for this season to be done.
And by the way, I don't get it. They have talent. They've had Frank Vogel as a good coach. Now they have Mike Budenholzer as a good coach. He's going to get fired. They're going to go. That's going to be 4 coaches in 4 years. I mean, what are they doing?
Well, part of it is they have an owner who's a lunatic.
Right.
I mean, that's part of the problem. Matt Ishbia is an absolute loon.
And he loaded the roster with offensive players who don't play defense.
Well, offensive players who don't play defense, I don't think, to be honest, between KD, Booker, and Beal, you have a guy that is really looking to lead that group. I think you have a lot of guys who say they just want to hoop.
Right.
And I've come to realize I just want to hoop means I don't want anything other than the basketball piece of being an NBA superstar.
Right. And if you think about when Kevin Durant has had success, he's always had an alpha with him. When he had success in Oklahoma City, he was with Westbrook. When he had success at Golden State, he was with Draymond and Steph. Now he's in Phoenix. Everyone, to your point, everyone's looking to him to lead. He's not a leader. Devin Booker, really not his personality. Bradley Beal's not good anymore.
No.
And I think they're going to have to blow it up, aren't they?
They should. I don't think they will.
Because HB is too proud to admit he made a mistake?
He's a loon.
Okay.
He's an absolute straight-up maniac. I mean, he is. Look at the way he has been turning over everything with no patience whatsoever. He just feels like a billionaire who thinks he can just buy the result that he wants. And he can't. And he doesn't seem to accept that.
All right, couple of things to get to. A Lie of the Day is back.
Ooh.
If you listen all this week to Mason and Ireland for Lie of the Day, thanks to our friends at Rigorer and Austin Reeves, and you have the correct Lie of the Day at 2:30, you win a qualifying prize of a $50 card code to Rigorer.com. And then on Friday, the grand prize winner can wear a pair of Austin Reeves signed AR2s from 710 ESPN and Rigorer. So listen all this week to us from noon to 3 for your chance to win. It's my lie today. So at some point between now and 2:30, I'm going to tell a lie. If you can identify it correctly, then you win. So stay tuned for that. Coming up, did you see?
Are those the shoes there, Ireland?
Yeah, right there.
Oh.
So here, let me see what they come in a fancy box.
It's really fancy. It's
People
nice.
watching
though.
on YouTube. These are the ones Austin
It's like
wore.
you're opening up like a Malibu dream house.
No,
like it opens outward.
These are the ones Austin wore to do the gender reveal for his
weren't
brother.
I told you.
Okay,
I told you guys.
you were right.
Thank you.
I did not think so.
Because they're predominantly pink. He said he was going to wear pink if his brother was having a girl and blue if he's having a boy, so he wore the pink ones. Austin designed these shoes from the ground up.
Yeah.
So I'll put them back. We're going to give a pair away on Friday, and we're going to give a $50 Rigorer gift card to somebody today. When we come back, did you see the Dodger rings?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to make an argument. I brought my most recent Lakers championship ring in, the one from the bubble year. All right. I told Laura she had to put it on. All right, I'm going to have Brian wear it too. Brian's going to be the real test case because Brian has to use his hands to run the board all the time. I'm going to argue when we come back, I'll tell you about these rings, that they're beautiful, but completely non-functional. And what's the point of a ring that you can't wear? We'll get into that coming up. Andy in for Mace. I'm John Ireland, ESPN LA.
Sedano and Cap.
Today at 3 p.m. after Mason and Ireland.
Did you see Young D's new tattoo?
I did.
He's very proud about the lion.
Yeah, he is.
He's like, look at my lion.
I told him, I said, DeAndre, I said, it's a very cool looking tattoo. I mean, you can see how brand new it is. It's got that 3-dimensional thing where it's like above the skin right now. And then it's got all that glazing all over it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, this show, from what I've caught up on, likes to glaze.
Loves glazing.
Yeah.
Big glazing show.
But I said to DeAndre, I go, getting a tattoo all the way down your arm is one thing. I go, bro, but once you start getting them on your neck and they start creeping up on your face.
I don't think he was going to do neck or face.
Oh, that was never in the
I don't think he was going to do that.
I mean, I got one good buddy.
Yeah, why are you going down a path?
Because I was trying to give
I'm curious.
Hey, DeAndre, don't get a face tattoo.
Well, I was trying to tell that young fella.
DeAndre, don't be Mike Tyson.
Well, I was trying to tell him. I'm like,
Did you think he was going to do teardrops on his face? Or?
No, I'm like.
The LA Afternoon Takeover. That's Sedano and Cap.
On 710 ESPN.
When pain keeps you from doing what you love, Hoag Orthopedic Institute gets you back to you. We are ranked number 18 in the nation and number 1 in Orange County for orthopedic and spine care by U.S. News and World Report. From the surf to the green, our world-class doctors are there, which is why more Californians choose Hoag Orthopedic Institute for orthopedic and spine care more than any other hospital. At Hoag Orthopedic Institute, there is no one better at getting you back to you. Proudly founded by premier physicians in partnership with Hoag. Learn more at HoagOrthopedicInstitute.com.
Want to sell your home because you're downsizing? Call Seller's Advantage. Want to sell the home that you've inherited? Call Seller's Advantage. Want to sell your home and take advantage of your equity? Call Seller's Advantage. No matter what your reason for selling, Seller's Advantage will make you a competitive cash offer and can close in as little as days or as long as you need. Don't worry about the condition of your home. You don't need to pay for costly repairs because they buy as is. Seller's Advantage has been buying homes for over 20 years, focusing on helping sellers get the highest offer possible without having to get it ready for the market or deal with agents or pay commissions. They make selling easy and painless. They'll even offer you a $10,000 advance for moving and other expenses. If it's time to sell your home, call Seller's Advantage for a no-obligation offer. Call 888-390-AS-IS, 888-390-AS-IS, 888-397-2747, or visit sellersadvantage.com.
DRE number 01961658.
Don't worry, sell happy with Seller's Advantage.
This is John Ireland. You know BBGO. You see their logo on every Lakers jersey, but did you know BBGO is the official game day snack of the Lakers? BBGO promises bold, authentic Korean flavor. And if you're tired of the same old snacks while watching the game, try America's favorite and #1 Asian snack brand. You can find BBGO products in the freezer section. Try the steamed dumplings or the mandu. BBGO knows that food brings people together, just like the purple and gold. Try BBGO today.
Who's cutting down the nets this year? Get in on all the tournament action at ESPN Bet Sportsbook. Go from tracking the latest upsets to placing bets in just a few taps. Right now, new customers can get $100 in bonus bets when you make your first $10 wager. Download the ESPN Bet Sportsbook app and sign up with promo code JQ to get started today. Must be 21 plus. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Terms and conditions apply. See app for details. Offer not available in New York.
Empower.
Nick bought a new guitar, a 62 American Classic Electric. Does he know how to play? No. But Nick's Empower investment account has performed well. He got good at money, so he can be a little bad. Empower. Invest well, live a little. Start today at empower.com.
Past performance is not indicative of future returns. Investing involves risks. You may lose money. Advisory services are provided for a fee by Empower Advisory Group, LLC, EAG, a registered investment advisor with the Securities and Exchange Commission. This is a really good guitar solo.
You're checking out the Waba Grill Lunch Hour here on Mason and Ireland.
Sup, people?
Why do they grill to order at Waba Grill? Because it's just better for you. Their Asian-inspired menu has high-quality proteins, fresh steamed vegetables, and signature sauces. Download the Waba Rewards app today or order online at wabagrill.com. Waba Grill, it's for you. Just like Mason and Ireland are for you.
Tell me if I'm weird here. Don't answer
Yes,
that question.
you're weird.
I knew that was coming.
The Waba Grill Lunch Hour rolls on right now.
Mason and Ireland, Andy Kamenetsky in for Mace. I had trouble pronouncing your name there for a second. Andy Kamenetsky in for Mace. So did you hear about the bet I made with Travis? So I'm convinced that Travis and Mason, who are both huge Dodger fans, and I'm a Dodger fan too, and I think they're going to win the World Series again this year. But those two are so overconfident that I made a bet with Travis that he gets the Dodgers and I get the field, okay, the other 29 teams. If the Dodgers win the World Series, I have to do his show for a day and then stay and do my show. So basically a 6-hour shift. And if anyone else wins, then Travis has to do it. Now, I hope I lose. I'm rooting for the Dodgers. I just think they're cocky and overconfident. What's the right side of that bet, in your opinion?
I think from a betting statistical standpoint, the right side of the bet is yours because the odds just favor the field. There's more probabilities for the field.
I think even the Dodgers having like a 30% chance to win still means there's a 70% chance
absolutely.
they don't.
I think as long as you don't have to narrow down any piece of the field, it's just the entire field.
I got them all.
I think the probability favors you, even though I think there is a strong likelihood that Travis and Mace are going to win those bets.
Okay, so here's how bad my bet looks from my end after 5 games.
Yep.
Okay?
Yep.
The Dodgers are 5-0. They open a series against the Braves tonight at Dodger Stadium. They have scored 30-plus runs already, 20-plus walks, 10-plus home runs, 55-plus strikeouts on the mound after 5 games. Here's the big one. 0 errors in 5 games.
That's amazing.
0. Andy, get a load of this. Never has any major league team done that over any 5-game span ever. And the Dodgers have done it in the first 5 games of a season where they're the overwhelming favorite to win it. I may have overplayed my hand here.
Dude, Mookie Betts has 2 home runs. We are not far removed from a period where his body was eating itself.
Right.
And he has 2 home runs. Like, this team is like...
By the way, another reason to watch that Apple thing, Fight for Glory, ton of time spent with Mookie's wife and with Freddie Freeman's wife, and they're both awesome. They're both like, you see their highs and their lows. Do you know that Mookie and her have been together since 5th grade?
5th grade?
Yeah, there's a picture of them when they were in elementary school, and they look exactly the same.
So
yeah,
they've been together since the going stage. Like, you're just going with her.
They were going steady, and then it just played all the way out.
So it's not even
and
like...
Mookie's mom is in it, and his mom is like, when I first met her, I told her, get away from my son. I thought she was, and she goes, yeah, it took me a while to win her over. It took me like 3 or 4 years, and now they're like best friends.
You know what's funny? My wife is a huge Dodger fan, but she's not a big baseball fan. Like, she doesn't really know any other teams other than maybe like the Padres or some other NL West teams or stuff like that. But she watches, I would say, at least 100 Dodger games a year. When the Dodgers made the trade...
It is kind of must-see TV with this roster.
But when the Dodgers traded for Mookie, she didn't know who Mookie was. Like, she didn't remember him, I guess, from the Red Sox Dodgers World Series a couple years before that. And she asked me, she's like, is this really that big of a deal? I'm like, babe, you have no idea how big it is. And within like 5 minutes of seeing Mookie, she just fell in love with him as a player because he's so likable. He's got that smile. Like, his personality is so winning beyond everything he does on the field.
Andy, it's one of the top 5 doesn't make sense trades of my career. When the Lakers, Pepe's walking in, when the Lakers traded for Luka, I had the same reaction. Yeah. I'm like, how? How can Dallas be? I mean, I thought, why would the Red Sox, you're trading a guy in his 20s who'd already won an MVP, who had already won you a World Series, and
you're the Red Sox. It's not like it shouldn't be a financial thing for the Red Sox.
Yeah, it made 0 sense. Okay, so I want to talk about these rings here real quick. So the Dodgers got their rings the other day, and our buddy Lon Rosen over there joked that these rings have essentially turned into wearable sculpture pieces.
Yes.
And so this ring is spectacular. They are easily the largest the Lakers or the Dodgers have ever produced. Each is made of 14-karat gold with more than 300 diamonds and 120 sapphires. At the top, the LA logo is spelled out in blue gems with a bed of oval diamonds. Around the edge, 34 sapphires to honor Fernando Valenzuela, who died during the World Series run. On the other side, 8 more diamonds were included to recognize the organization's 8 championships. And on top to bottom, World Champions is spelled out in diamonds. Okay. Down the side, each member's last name and number are displayed. Inscribed on the inner half are each recipient's signature and the logos of the 3 teams the Dodgers defeated on their way. So they thought of everything. Here's my contention. Pepe Montilla just walked in. Hi, Pepe.
Hi, everybody.
Do you own a Laker ring?
6.
Okay. So I brought the last one in from 2020. And I told Laura, put the ring on. I want you to, work with this ring on. And Laura, my contention is that these things are so big and so grandiose that they're not functional, that you could not wear that ring every day. What do you think?
I initially thought yes because it didn't fit. But once I put a little thing and it would be my size, I think it's fine. I can.
All right, give it to Brian.
I can.
Brian,
I don't want to get rid of it.
Wear it for half an hour, Brian, for the next segment. And I want you to. Brian pushes all of our buttons.
Don't twist my arm now. I'll wear it.
And I want you to tell me. I'm going to ask
Okay.
you at 1:00, or I'll ask you after Sports Graffiti. Could you wear this ring every day? And my contention is no. So, Andy, if that's the case, if you were designing a ring, or Pepe, if you were designing a ring, would you want a ring that's like that, like the Dodger ring or like the Laker ring that I'm having Brian put on, or would you want something you could wear?
Okay, first of all, just remind me after we check in with Brian, I have a theory. I'm not going to say what the theory is yet.
Okay.
I just have a theory. As far as I don't think I would want to wear particularly a ring like that with all those diamonds, all those sapphires, all that. I would not want to wear that every day.
My argument, Andy, is you would never wear it. I've never worn that ring. Well, I've had it for 4 years. Pepe,
I would be wearing that every
Pepe,
day.
do you ever wear your rings?
No, and I agree with you. It's so hard because they're heavy, and it's not easy to maneuver with
they're
that.
clunky, right? I can't think of a better word. They're beautiful.
I think
they're clunky.
They're really
I'm sorry. It's hard to maneuver with that, and then I don't like to bring the attention to the ring. And also, they made the rings bigger and bigger for ostentation.
Right. That was my question is, Andy, should they?
Yes.
Or would you rather have a ring you could wear more often?
I don't think I would wear a ring like that every day, regardless whether it was made to be more functional or not. Just because with the value of those type of rings, I wouldn't want to draw attention to wearing it all the time. I wouldn't want to.
So you know my
potentially
theory
invite
with
trouble.
this. I'll never wear that ring ever. I'll bring it to parties. I'll do something like this.
Yeah.
Because I feel like it taints the people that really earned it.
Well,
here's how I determine it, Pepe. If you have full locker room access, okay, then what I mean is you could walk into the locker room at any time and no one would stop you, then you could wear the ring.
No,
you
but
and I, Pepe, can't do that. Stu could do that. Stu Lance, nobody would stop.
I don't.
Well, if you're a former player, I think you can get away with it even if you aren't currently playing, because Stu is somebody that we know was good enough to be in the league.
That's my point.
Yes.
Pepe, you disagree.
I disagree, and I'm going to tell you why, okay? You said that you don't deserve it, and maybe that includes me too, because what we do. But
I don't know if deserve is the right word. Maybe earned.
Wait a second, okay?
Yeah.
And I was going to tell you this, and I'm glad that you said. Okay, I was doing the same games that you were doing.
Right.
After the games and all that, I heard the 2 calls that you made on those last 2 plays, on those 2 games that were like
the buzzer beaters this week, yeah.
Like agony one time, and the other
The thrill of victory and the agony of defeat.
They were great calls, John. Your call
devastation.
Great calls. They were great calls.
One of your calls went viral, John.
So those calls mean that you're part of the team.
But Pepe, you are uniquely qualified to answer this because you and I are in the same boat. I feel like the players got us those rings. The players did the work. You and I are on the outside. We're it's like an onion. We're a little closer to the core, but we didn't make any baskets or get any rebounds. So I'm honored to have the ring, but I wouldn't wear it because of what you said earlier. I think it draws attention to something I didn't earn.
Yeah. No, I don't agree with you. You know what? You earned that because you feel it, John.
Yeah.
You feel it.
Andy,
and
what do
don't
you
tell
think?
me you don't.
Would you, if you owned that ring, would you ever wear it?
Every now and then, I might wear it. I certainly wouldn't wear it regularly. Here's the question then. Rob Pelinka gets a ring.
Full locker room access.
So just as long as you have full locker room access.
Any trainer, doctor, PR person, anybody who can walk. Pepe and I cannot. We wouldn't do it anyway because Pepe and I like to follow the rules. But we couldn't just walk into the locker room without somebody saying, hey, where are you going? There are probably, what do you think, Pepe, 40 people who could do that?
But do we have to go into the locker room? No. I go
No, but I'm
the
just
locker
saying
room.
that's what I think distinguishes somebody who did all the work.
So I guess the year Phil kicked Jerry West out of the locker room, he wouldn't have gotten a ring that year.
Yeah, I didn't support that move.
I'm just saying.
The worst thing was he goes, what are you doing here?
I guess by that logic, Jerry West doesn't get a ring that year for the team he built.
It's funny that graffiti is coming up at 1. I hope people...
Yeah, people
talk
jump
about
in on this subject,
okay?
for sure.
Because I would like to hear what they say. I agree with this guy over
with
here
Andy.
on the left.
Have you met Andy?
Andres?
Michael keeps on saying that you're the Kamikaze brothers. I said, no, don't say that.
Right. Well, no, you can't say anything anymore. Everything will rough. All right, coming up next, we'll spin the wheel of questions. And I'm going to play something from our old friend Skip Bayless that I could not disagree more with. So that's coming up next. First, let me tell you about ZipRecruiter. You hear me talking about it all the time. It can take up to 11 weeks on average to hire for an open position. So if you're hiring, start using ZipRecruiter. Right now you can use it for free at ZipRecruiter.com/LA. Ian Siegel, the guy who invented ZipRecruiter, puts it this way. They don't leave anything to chance. If you need somebody to work for your company and you use ZipRecruiter, it helps you find all the qualified candidates fast. How fast? 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within 1 day. So speed up your hiring process. Use ZipRecruiter. Again, go to that website, ZipRecruiter.com/LA. That's ZipRecruiter.com/LA. ZipRecruiter, the smartest way to hire. Mason and Ireland, ESPN LA.
Imagine 9 hours of you on the radio. Hey, it's Chris.
Waba Grill.
What's our secret? It's our sauce.
Our sauces are more flavorful for you, from sweet and spicy to fiery hot. Waba Grill. It's unexpected. It's delicious. It's saucy. It's for you.
The countdown is on. In just 3 days, LAFC battle Inter Miami
in the CONCACAF Champions Cup quarterfinals from BMO Stadium.
Pour it on in black and gold! The 2 biggest clubs in MLS.
And some of the biggest soccer icons around the globe. Giroud,
Messi,
Lloris,
Suarez,
Bouanga,
Busquets.
LAFC versus Inter Miami.
Oh my goodness, Denny! 3 days away.
And you can live it all here on 710 ESPN.
And the ESPN LA app.
Lot to Love event, you can lease a brand new 2024 Subaru Crosstrek Premium all-wheel drive for just $329 a month for 36 months with $39.39 due at signing. Visit Ocean Subaru today.
With approved credit through Subaru Motors Finance. Not all buyers or vehicles will qualify. Lease for 10,000 miles per year. VIN RH915476. MSRP $39.50 plus tax, tag, title, and doc fee. 0 security deposit. See dealer for complete details. Expires 3/31/2025.
Well, here we are again, and I got to tell you, Jim, this match has me really concerned.
Here we have a powerful heavyweight, a train, weighing in at 6,000 tons. And this hasty lightweight challenger, a car, at just 1.5 tons?
This does not bode well for the car, or the people in it.
It's no contest. Every day, people are injured or killed trying to beat a train at rail crossings. See tracks, think train.
Quarterback Jordan Love isn't just on Green Bay's team. He's also on the American Family Insurance team. Because like us, he believes in dreaming fearlessly.
Just chase your dreams and don't let nobody hold you back.
And we help protect those dreams with the right coverage so you can
dream fearlessly.
American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Products not available in every state. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
And it is the biggest show on the radio, Mason and Ireland, here each weekday. You know what it's time for? What is this? It's time for Wheel of Questions. Producer Brian Cohen, are you ready with that wheel? Hit it, Jack.
What do you got, Laura?
Oh, I was waiting. Oh, there it is. I got it.
That's a dumbass question.
I got it.
Thank you, Stephen.
It might be Stephen A. We don't know. All right, guys. So I know the hot new thing, and besides the Dodgers, they're not new, but they are hot. It's the torpedo bats. Everybody's talking about them.
Yeah, we're going to talk about those later in the show, but go ahead.
Well, I'll bring it up a little bit quickly here.
Sure.
So, as you guys saw, that it was a new thing. The Yankees made their bat debut. I feel like somebody used it before. Brian and I were talking about it maybe last season. But I just wanted to know your thoughts on the bat. And do you think more players will eventually start using it? Because it seems like it's effective.
Okay, so if you haven't heard what they're doing, here's Michael Kay, the Yankee announcer, explaining the torpedo bat.
Now, you see the shape of Chisholm's bat.
I do. It's got a big barrel on it.
Well, it's actually a little bit lower than the barrel. The Yankee front office, the analytics department, did a study on Anthony Volpe. And every single ball, it seemed like he hit on the label. He didn't hit any on the barrel. So they had bats made up where they moved a lot of the wood into the label, so the harder part of the bat is going to actually strike the ball.
That'd be a weird way to hit. Going up there expecting to get jammed and putting the meat of the bat towards the label.
It'd allow you to wait a little bit longer.
Yeah, your weight all right.
I think what Laura's question does is it's asking the question, will you embrace the latest technology? And Andy, if I was a baseball player, absolutely. It's so hard to hit a baseball. If that bat is going to give me 2 or 3 more hits a season, it's worth it. I'm in.
I'd absolutely try it out. I mean, there are going to be certain batters like an Ohtani or a Judge, probably Mookie, who say, I don't need it. I don't want to mess with the already working. I don't want to even be thinking about this new bat. But if you're a hitter that has been struggling for power, just struggling in general, yeah, absolutely give it a go.
Pepe, would you try it?
Of course.
Yeah.
Of course. I agree with you guys.
By the way, Aaron Judge does not use the torpedo bat, and he hit 3 home runs in that game. So it's not an end-all, cure-all, but if it helps, why not?
If it's going to help you, use it.
Yeah, that's what I would do, too. Hey, Laura,
Yes, sir.
Is today the last day of CHLA?
It is. Today is the last day
so
for you to bid.
for people who don't know, we're in a joint fundraiser with Children's Hospital Los Angeles. We went and did live shows there a couple of weeks. Seeing the hospital and seeing all the people those doctors help, it was really inspiring. Laura, not everything's still available. What are some of the things that are?
One of the coolest things that I feel is available, and I feel like everybody talks about it, is you can broadcast from your house or business. The bid is at $3,400. So if you have a business, if you want ESPN LA to go and broadcast from your business or your house, definitely go and bid for that. Intern for a day. We talked about how many of our interns are now employees here.
Right, a lot of them.
That one's $590. I think that's a steal. $800 to be an associate producer for a day. So if you want to hang out with Brian or Briones or DeAndre, take your pick. They're going to show you around the board. And I always tell people that's the first thing that I learned in broadcasting. And that's kind of helped me make my way be up here. Another cool experience, if you want to go see a USC women's basketball game courtside with Clinton and Emily still available. I mean, there's so many. Sit in for a show feature. Might be Game of Games.
So where do people go if they want to look and see what's left?
710-4CHLA.com. That's 710-FORCHLA.com to see all the cool experiences we still have.
Okay, so 710-FORCHLA.com. And till midnight tonight, Laura?
11:59, I believe. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. Great. So get on that last chance. By the way, if you're looking for a gift for particularly a kid or somebody young that wants to go into sportscasting, pick something off that list. They'll never forget that gift.
Absolutely.
Oh,
I mean, if your kid has any interest in media, not even just sports media, but media, a donation like this, winning this bid, you are essentially investing in their future while giving to a good cause at the same time.
Yeah. Okay, so let me pivot. I'm glad both you guys are here because Pepe, for people who don't know, Pepe is the Spanish language analyst on the radio for the Lakers. So Pepe and his partner Samuel Jacobo do every game that Michael and I do, but they do it in Spanish. So if you would prefer to hear the games in Spanish, tune into KWKW. You can hear Pepe and Samuel call the games.
Thank you.
But Pepe, Skip Bayless, who of course made a name for himself being a contrarian, and a lot of people don't like him. Full disclosure, I've always liked Skip. He was great to me when Mason and I went and filled in on First Take. He's been great to me for years. I think he's crazy like a fox. I think he says a lot of stuff just to provoke a reaction in people, and he may be doing this here. But I could not disagree more with what I'm about to play. He says the Lakers, and in particular Luka, have a fatal flaw. Here's Skip.
I'm going on record with a warning to Laker Nation. Luka Doncic has one fatal flaw that will prove to be fatal to the Lakers in the playoffs. Luka shoots way, way, way too many threes.
He doesn't. Here's the thing. He shoots 10 a game, Andy, which is in the top 10 in the league. But I can't tell you how many games, and you've watched them all. I can't tell you how many games. I'll just look at the stat sheet and look at the three-point disparity and go, that's why they lost. The Lakers traditionally do not outshoot their opponents from three, so anybody you can make them, and he's shooting 38% as a Laker. The best team this year at the three-point line is Cleveland, and they shoot 36%. Anybody who shoots over 35%, I want them shooting threes. Agree or disagree with Skip?
It almost pains me to say this.
You think he's right?
I think he is right if you drill down on the specificity of what he's saying. He is not saying the Lakers should take fewer threes. He is saying Luka should take fewer threes. And if you break down the numbers since Luka has been here, the Lakers have lost more. The more threes Luka takes, he averages more threes in losses than in wins, even though in losses he shoots 6% higher in the losses from behind the arc than in the wins since he's been here. So in other words, he's shooting better from three on higher volume in more losses, and his usage when he takes all those threes tends to be higher, and the Lakers lose more often than they win when his usage is higher.
So Pepe, what do you think?
So we're going to blame Luka taking a three because of the Lakers losing. How about the time that he passes the ball under the basket to a player and the player misses that?
Well, Andy, he's actually got a good point here. One of the things Luka shooting a lot of threes does is stretches the defense and clears the lanes for Austin and LeBron.
Here's the issue. It's not an issue of Luka taking threes, I think, because this is something I've talked about before on Locked On Lakers. It's not an issue of Luka taking threes. He obviously should be taking them. It's the type of threes that he takes and how he goes about getting them. And when Luka starts hunting the step-back threes in particular, I think it starts stagnating the offense. And for example, this game in Memphis where JJ and all the players said this was the best the offense has looked in the LeBron, Luka,
because they were a three-headed monster.
They were a three-headed monster where they took basically the same amount of shots, they had the same amount of assists, and their usage was all basically equal, and it was the second lowest usage of Luka's time as a Laker. I think the issue is more the type of threes he takes, and when he starts hunting those step-back threes, it just makes the offense easier to defend.
Yeah, Pepe, go ahead.
The problem that I see here is, and I talked to Michael about it, the Lakers get in trouble when they have to play against a zone defense. They don't know how to break the zone defense. And then they go with the ISO, bouncing.
Right.
And then
the ball movement stops.
Luka has to take an ill three-pointer.
I will tell you guys this. Most of the time when the Lakers lose the three-point battle, they lose the game.
Well, but I'm not saying the Lakers should take fewer threes.
Well, wait a minute. Who would you rather have shooting them than Luka?
I mean, there are a lot of guys on this team who can. I would like to have Rui take more shots, period.
Right.
Rui is one of the best three-point shooters on this team, and lately he's barely shooting at all. And he shoots at a higher percentage than Luka, and he's going to get better, cleaner
because
looks.
He's playing less now because of the injury.
But I mean, John just asked. I mean, I would like to see DFS is out there specifically to stretch the floor, and he needs to get a certain amount of shots just to stay in rhythm. And I agree with you, John, that the Lakers should not be taking fewer threes as a team, but specifically Luka. If you're asking me if I think there are games where Luka takes too many threes to the Lakers' detriment, the answer is yes.
I want Luka to shoot threes. So here's a look at the rest of the Lakers that actually play. You're right. Rui is the best three-point shooter on the team. He shoots 42%. Finney Smith, LeBron, Connect, and Luka are all about the same. All about 36, 37.
Yeah.
I do not want the Lakers shooting less threes. And so,
I don't either.
So if you tell Luka to shoot 5 less threes, I'll live with it as long as somebody else takes those 5. Because I don't.
Absolutely. I'm talking about relocate, for lack of a better word, relocating those threes, redistributing those threes.
Right.
But it's not about taking less as a team.
But sometimes, I don't know if you notice this, John, sometimes the players wide open, they pass the ball to this player. He can take a three, but then he passes the ball back like I don't want to.
Right,
I
get
want
scared because I want LeBron and Luka to have it.
Yeah.
Okay, coming up next is Sports Graffiti. Open the phones, Laura. 877-710-ESPN. 877-710-3776. Your chance to say anything you want. Laura's not going to screen your call. You come on, you got 15 seconds to throw anything you want at us. We can be about the Dodgers. It can be about the Lakers. It can be about anything you want. Anything we've talked about or we haven't talked about. Sports Graffiti next. Andy Kamenetsky in for Mace. Pepe's here. Michael's coming along shortly. Mason in Ireland, ESPN LA.
Hi, this is Sean McVay of your LA Rams. The Rams play here. KSPN, Los Angeles.
710 ESPN.
A good karma brands radio station.
Travis Rogers and DeMarco Farr.
Back tomorrow at 9 a.m. after Clinton and Friends.
I'm not like picking my nose. I'm not doing anything crazy. I would give you a set. Ew. I would give you a
pick
set.
your nose?
Oh, hell yeah, bro.
Oh, my God, bro. I didn't need to know that. I'm sorry.
Look at Travis.
I didn't need to know that. You pick your nose? Oh, come on,
in the
man.
car, it's like you have a cloak of invisibility.
Those windows.
No, it's just you lose track of everyone else out there.
Tinted
windows, bro.
Tinted windows, fine. But come on now, that's gross.
Okay, but
You flick it out. No one's saying it's not gross. We're just saying that we've done it.
There's not too many things that take my appetite. That might be one of them.
You flick it out?
Oh, God, come on.
I want to leave it in the car.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Why would you even put that at
You let the aerodynamics take it away.
You guys are disgusting.
I'm getting ready to heat.
You let the Marco's windshield take care of it.
Weekday mornings at 9 a.m.
It's Travis and DeMarco
on 710 ESPN.
Next Gen, the official air conditioning, heating, plumbing, and electrical team of SoCal sports fans. And spring is here, and it's time to clear out dust and allergens, not just from your home, but from the air you breathe. Next Gen is here to help you breathe easier. And right now, ESPN LA listeners can get $100 off select indoor air quality products to help reduce allergens, dust, and pollutants from your home. Upgrade your air, protect your family's health, and enjoy cleaner, fresher air all season long. Next Gen is here for you 7 days a week with financing options available because your family's safety and comfort are always their top priority. Don't wait. Call 833-3-NEXT-GEN today to claim your $100 off select indoor air quality product. That's 833-3-NEXGEN. That's 833-3-NEXGEN today to start breathing cleaner, safer air tomorrow. Call right now.
NEXGEN. Call 833-3-NEXT-GEN.
50 years at full speed. It's going to be an epic celebration at the 50th anniversary Acura Grand Prix of Long Beach this April 11th through the 13th. It starts with the always exciting lineup: Indy cars, IMSA sports cars, Robbie Gordon's high-flying trucks, and drifting, along with the first ever historic Formula Exhibition event featuring all 3 eras of racing at the Grand Prix: Formula 5000, Formula 1, and Indy cars, all on track at the same time. A very special sight and sound for everyone to experience. Plus the huge Lifestyle Expo, Family Fun Zone, Mother's Exotic Car Paddock, and 2 exciting concerts. DJ duo Dubs on Friday night, presented by Acura, and Rock and Roll Hall of Fame band Foreigner on Saturday night, presented by Cuervo Tequila. Fun for the whole family, April 11th through the 13th. Tickets and more information at gplb.com. Come and join the celebration.
Mason and Ireland on LA's mega sports station.
Oh my, am I really on Mason and Ireland show?
Yes.
This is a great moment. Hey.
Right now, more of Mason and Ireland on 710.
All right, time for Sports Graffiti. We just figured out in studio that on Friday, when Andy fills in for Mason on Friday, Momo's going to be here tomorrow, but it's either Andy or Momo all week. And you have never played Potpourri of Lies.
I never have.
Wow, that's going to be an event.
So Friday, you will be. I was going to say he'll be a huge underdog because you haven't played it yet.
I am very excited for this. I have never done it.
It's
have
old actresses.
Hey, have a long conversation with your mother the night before that show.
Eclectic and surreal.
That's very good. All right, let's get to Sports Graffiti. Here's Jim to lead off. Hey, Jim, you're on Sports Graffiti. Go.
Hey, how you guys doing? One of the things, and I'm glad you're here, Ireland, is because I know you love sports announcers, and one of the greatest has hung up his microphone. Trevor Denman, he was awesome. I don't know horse racing, but I used to hear it on the news. They used to play the horse races, and Trevor Denman was awesome, along with Chick and Lawler and Bob Miller.
And Jim, let me tell you
this: in abundance here.
You won't meet a nicer guy. I used to do stories with him all the time when we had racing shows on KCAL when I was working for KCBS KCAL. And Trevor is a really, really good dude. So thank you for calling and thank you for that shout out. Yeah, he's a great guy.
You know, it's funny, and I've heard you talk about this a lot, John, as somebody who grew up wanting to be a sportscaster.
Yeah.
And how you grew up listening to Chick and Vin and Bob Miller and Arbogast and like all these.
I always say I was going to sportscaster school and I didn't know it.
I've said this many times. Like in any other city, Stu Lance is the gold standard. Like anywhere else, he has been calling games for 4 decades at this point.
38 years, I think.
And he's great at it. But there are these other guys who were doing it for a long time, and they're before Stu. Like, it just speaks to the level here.
Well, here's a weird thing about sports announcers in Los Angeles. You grew up in St. Louis. Mm-hmm. Pepe, you used to live in Mexico. Yes. I've lived all over the country as a sportscaster. I had to go to Monroe, Louisiana, and Beaumont, Texas. And it's when you live somewhere else that you realize how good the announcers are here. Like, I had Dick Enberg doing the Angels, Vin Scully doing the Dodgers, Chick Hearn, and Bob Miller. And then I got to Beaumont, Texas, and I'm like, oh, these guys, those guys are unbelievable. And it's when you live in Los Angeles, especially growing up where I grew up, you were blessed with Hall of Fame announcers across the board. Here is Ricky. Hey, Ricky, you're on Sports Graffiti. Go.
Hey, John, how are you?
Good, man. What's going on?
Hey, I want to give a couple of mad props. First of all, to Mookie Betts for hitting his home runs. Excuse me. Not only for hitting them, but the timing of it were fantastic.
And he's playing a new position, too, Ricky. He's playing shortstop, which is the hardest position on the field.
Yes, understood. But, if anyone can, make the transition, I believe Mookie can because he's such a great athlete.
Yep.
But my second mad props is to you, John Ireland, for those 2 masterful calls in Indiana and Chicago. They got me out of my seat. I was like, oh, my God.
Ricky, thank you for that.
The way you put it, the way you put it together, it was just fantastic.
I thank you, Ricky, for the compliment. I'll tell you this. I still can't believe that shot went. Josh Giddey, I mean, come on.
You know what I said?
We had that game.
You know what I said on the air after that?
Did you say a 4-letter word that you can't repeat?
I said, oh, my God. Basketball is so beautiful.
That was unbelievable.
One day, LeBron is the hero, and the next day is the opposite.
Yep. But I loved how LeBron responded after the Chicago game. A reporter asked him, one of the beat guys asked him, how do you live with this? He said, you live with it by not taking it with you to Memphis.
That's right.
He said, this is one game. I screwed up. It's on me. But thank goodness we have a game in 2 days. And they didn't take him with it to Memphis, and I thought that was really good advice. Here's Patrick. Hey, Patrick, you're on Sports Graffiti. Go.
Hey, guys. Well, what a great weekend. We had Dodgers go 5-0. They are the place to go watch great baseball. You know, and a lot of kudos and shout-outs to that female skater who won the Worlds on her comeback to win the World. During her performance, she got the crowd on her feet cheering for her in the middle of her performance, and she ended greatly. And one last thing, I love hearing when you guys bring Pepe on the air. But, gosh, why do you guys cut him off so much? The guy's got great things to say.
Shut up, Pepe. You're talking too much.
Talk over you.
Pepe, what do you have to say?
Tell him.
Patrick, what do you have to say to Patrick, Pepe, that we don't let you talk?
Thank you, Patrick. You tell him, because these guys don't realize how they treat me. They treat me wrong. And they,
I think they realize exactly how they treat you,
Pepe.
know
why? You know why? Because they're afraid of me.
And with that, with the contention that Pepe talks too much, we welcome Michael Thompson to the program. Michael, what do you think of that guy calling in here and saying we cut Pepe off? We don't let him talk too much. If we let him talk anymore, it'll go right to his head, won't it?
Definitely not. You should let him sit there and be Marcel Marceau. You know what Marcel Marceau is?
Of course I know.
Who is it? Tell the people who Marcel Marceau is.
Of course I know.
Who is it?
It's a mime.
There you go. Perfect. You'd be a perfect mime.
No, you look like a mime.
Here is Hector. Hector, you're on Sports Graffiti. Go, Hector.
Hey, guys. So really quickly, I'll try to make it quick, but I'm talking about Dodger Stadium parking. I went to the Dodgers opening day on Thursday. I've been going for years. I feel like parking is going to be a mess this year because there's going to be much more sold-out games.
But, Hector, hasn't the parking been a mess every year?
It's been like that, but I feel like this year's been a mess because of more sold-out games. I actually got out of my car to direct traffic because that's how bad it was.
Laura just piped in that she was there, too. You agree with them?
I do, but I have a question. Were you in, like, a blue shirt and you stopped the security and you jumped into, like, a SUV?
Yes.
Oh, my God, I saw you. I was like, this guy got cojones, man.
Yeah.
He told the security guard, he's like, stop. Hey, man, come on. Let's go.
Good for you, Hector. Keep it moving. That's what I say.
Taking the law in your own hands.
That's what I say. Here's
Good for
Mateo. Mateo, you are on Sports Graffiti. Go.
Hey, guys, quick Star Wars question. Who would win in the battle, Prime Luke Skywalker or Prime Darth Maul?
Well, doesn't Darth Maul have like powers that Luke Skywalker doesn't have?
No, they're both force sensitive.
Yeah, so I would go Luke just because he's a good guy. What do you think, Andy?
I mean, Darth Maul had that really cool double-sided lightsaber.
Yeah,
I mean the quality of lightsaber.
Assume that the tools are equal.
I feel like Darth Maul would go for the kill more than Luke.
Yeah, it's a difference between Kobe and LeBron.
Mm-hmm.
Darth Maul is Kobe, and Luke is LeBron,
Yeah.
right? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Mauricio, you are on Sports Graffiti. Mauricio, go.
Hello, John. I got to start off by saying I love your calls. I love just listening to you every day. But I got a bone to pick with you, man. I called last year at the beginning of the NFL season when you guys were talking about the AFC West, and you just disregarded my Broncos. And I called in and I said I believe in Bo, and you guys laughed me off.
You were right.
Mark Texas. And, you know, what about it now? What do you think about your Raiders now going in?
I think the Raiders are going to finish dead last. Even with Pete Carroll, I think they finish fourth in that division. Andy, you agree?
What about
Fourth
Denver?
sounds
The Denver
almost too high.
Bo Nix, what do you think?
I think Bo Nix in his second year I think Denver's a playoff team. I think Denver and the Chargers battle for a wild card spot, and maybe win the division because Kansas City has to come down at some point. And so maybe Denver or Los Angeles sneaks in and beats them. Here's Henry. Hey, Henry, you're on Sports Graffiti. Go.
Hey, how you doing, John? Thanks for taking my call.
Sure.
I just wanted to follow up on this past weekend's men's NCAA basketball with all the top 4 seeds in the playoffs. That was a great finish. Also, the women with UCLA getting a shot. Maybe USC can join them this evening at 7. Hope you guys have a great day.
Thanks, Henry. Okay, a couple things on that. We're working on Corey Close, the UCLA coach. We may get her today. We may get her tomorrow. USC, as he mentioned, plays tonight against UConn. UConn's favored because USC doesn't have Juju Watkins. But, Andy, they do have a couple of other girls that are pretty good. I think they got a 1 in 10 chance to beat them. I wouldn't be stunned if USC wins tonight.
I would be surprised, but they've been good enough all year that they're going to be, I think, galvanized to try to win this thing for Juju. And also, too, there's some girls there who want to show, you know what, we're not just getting carried by her all season. We bring something to the table.
It's the missing
as well.
man theory. It's what Bill Simmons used to call the Ewing theory.
Yeah.
Your best guy goes down. Remember that one year, Michael, that Patrick Ewing went down and the Knicks were the 8th seed? They went all the way to the finals. So sometimes,
99, I think.
Yeah, sometimes you can survive losing Juju. But I think UConn wins tonight, don't you?
I hope not. I cannot stand Gene Auriemma.
Why?
He's an arrogant son of a...
Yeah, well, I mean, the way he treated Caitlin Clark
the way
was
he
shameful.
talked about her, the way he talked about me, the way he talked about...
what do you say about you?
I'm an idiot. I'm stupid. I don't know basketball.
Why? What did you say?
Because I said Caitlin Clark's going to dominate the WNBA. And he said people like me have no idea about basketball.
Really? When did he say that?
You haven't seen that clip?
No,
it's
I
on the
have
Dan
not.
Patrick show. He called us a bunch of idiots. Caitlin Clark fans are a bunch of idiots who don't know basketball.
So what was he saying?
How did you miss that?
So he was saying that Caitlin Clark was basically just all hype?
All hype. He was saying
wow.
that. He said that about
Andy,
Caitlin Clark, and nobody's called him on it.
Wow.
Can you believe that? He didn't recruit her.
You know what that is? That's somebody who just does not want to get off their stance in the face of all proof against them.
Totally agree.
They just want to be right at some point, and they're I guarantee if you go to Auriemma, he'll say, you know what? It was rookie season for Caitlin Clark. Players weren't familiar with her. They didn't know how to scout her.
Oh, come on. You wasn't familiar with her.
Well, I'm not saying it's a good
argument. Don't make
argument.
no excuses for him.
You're missing the point. You're missing
I'm
the
saying
point.
this is what Auriemma would say to
He can't say it.
He couldn't have said. He shouldn't have said that she was going to be bad in the WNBA. Yet he did.
Oh, by the way,
Michael, you're missing the point. He never wants to be wrong.
Right. So he's going to come up with, well, I wasn't right yet, but I'm going to be right. You watch what happens
Have
next.
any of the three of you ever seen My Next Guest with David Letterman on Netflix?
Occasionally, yeah.
All right, so basically he picks 6 people a year, and he does an hour-long sit-down with them.
I remember the one he did with Durant.
Right. First one comes out next week. You know, Letterman's from Indiana.
Caitlin Clark?
It's Caitlin Clark. Yeah. And
he loves basketball, too.
I've seen excerpts from it, and it looks like it's going to be great.
You know, I was leaving the Indiana Pacer game the other night in the loading dock. She walked right in front of me, right next to me.
And you big chicken.
What do you call it? Being turtling?
Yeah, you turtle.
I turtled.
You didn't talk to her?
Nobody loves
was
her.
I supposed
she
to
would
say?
probably know who you are.
You can say hi.
Yeah, but how do you do that?
You defended
open
her
your
honor
mouth,
against
you
Gino
open your
Auriemma.
mouth and you say hi. That's all.
Hi. That's
Hi.
That's kind of weak.
She just keep going.
That's worse than turtling.
All right, coming up next.
Hola. Here you go.
Does it ever make sense if you're in a public dispute to punch down? Somebody we all know is doing it, and I'm not so sure it's the right move. I'll explain coming up next. Mason in Ireland, Andy's in for Mace. Michael's here, Pepe's here. Lakers Rockets tonight at Crypto. ESPN LA.
Hey, it's Chris Morales, and guess what, Jack? We're back, baby. And you could spend an entire Live Imaging Tuesday with me. 9 hours to meet everybody at ESPN LA. We'll get you lunch from LA Live. Plus, you can eat pie with Kathy. All you got to do, as part of the Make March Matter campaign with our friends at Children's Hospital Los Angeles, bid on the Lit Experience right now at 710-4chla.com. 710-4FORCHLA.com. And you and me together, it's going to be lit, sucker.
Is it time to sell your home? Maybe you want to downsize. Maybe you want to move. Or maybe you inherited a home that you just don't want to hang on to. Whatever your reasons to sell, call Seller's Advantage. Seller's Advantage has been buying homes for decades. Their seller reviews speak for themselves. They're just people who buy from people, and they'll provide you a custom solution that works for your needs. They offer and will buy with cash, and they close in days. The great part is you don't have to worry about spending any money on repairs, preparing your home to be shown, or having people come in and out. And there are no agents, just a great offer and an easy experience that will give you the peace of mind so that you can walk away happy. So if it's time to sell your home, call Seller's Advantage for a free, no-obligation offer today. 888-390-AS-IS, 888-390-AS-IS, 888-390-2747, or visit sellersadvantage.com.
DRE number 01961658.
Don't worry, sell happy with Seller's Advantage.
Don't navigate the legal system alone. Hey, it's Travis. At the personal injury law offices of Joseph S. Normand, they will fight tirelessly to get you the max compensation you deserve. Joe and his team understand the emotional and financial toll that an injury can take on you and your life. Call 213-747-2000 or visit normandlegal.com. The law offices of Joseph S. Normand have helped thousands of people like you recover millions of dollars in settlements and verdicts. Visit normandlegal.com or call 213-747-2000. Your recovery is their priority.
At Ocean Subaru of Fullerton, we believe you should love who you want to love. And during the Subaru A Lot to Love event, you can lease a brand new 2024 Subaru Crosstrek Premium all-wheel drive for just $329 a month for 36 months with $39.39 due at signing. Visit Ocean Subaru today.
With approved credit through Subaru Motors Finance, not all buyers or vehicles will qualify. Lease for 10,000 miles per year. VIN RH915476. MSRP $39.50 plus tax, tag, title, and doc fee. Zero security deposit. See dealer for complete details. Expires 3/31/2025.
Robinhood Gold members can now enjoy the VIP treatment, receiving a 3% IRA match on retirement contributions, a very handsome reward indeed. With Robinhood Gold, your annual IRA contributions are boosted by 3%. Plus, you also get 4% APY on your cash and non-retirement accounts. That's over 8 times the national savings average. The perks of the high net worth are now available for any net worth. The new gold standard is here with Robinhood Gold. To receive a 3% IRA boost on annual contributions, sign up at robinhood.com/gold. Investing involves risk. Rates subject to change. 3% match requires Robinhood Gold at $5 a month for 1 year from first match. Must keep funds in IRA for 5 years. Go to robinhood.com/boost. Over 8 times the national average savings account interest rate claim is based on data from the FDIC as of November 18th, 2024. Robinhood Financial LLC member SIPC. Gold membership is offered by Robinhood Gold LLC.
Mason in Ireland on 710.
I've got to be honest. I have no idea how you do it.
I'm not sure how I do it.
I would not. Would not be my scene.
More of Mason in Ireland right now.
All right, Mason and Ireland show. Michael's complaining about the food at Steve Mason's party.
That was pathetic. I'll never go to another one of those parties.
Well, you only stayed for 10 minutes.
That's
you
why-
drove 2 hours and left after 10 minutes.
I would have accepted a bag of chips. Were you there, Brian?
They did have bags of chips.
Why didn't you go?
I
was still recovering.
Oh, you still had the flu.
I didn't see you, Michael.
No food, Brian.
Okay,
How do you
so
have a party with
come on
60
now.
people, no food?
All right, before I get to this
Laura,
story
did you go?
about
Yes.
punching down.
Am I right, Laura, about the food?
I went there really late because I was working. So
They had super fancy cakes.
Oh,
super fancy.
Yeah, for dessert, that's guy.
And there was some Dominoes that arrived after I believe you left because I didn't see you there.
Multiple Domino's runs at that
Yes.
party.
Yeah.
Oh,
All right, so Michael, before you got here, I brought the latest ring they got.
Yeah,
they
I see
gave
it.
us the
And
2020.
Kamenetsky's wearing it.
Yeah, so I had Laura wear it.
Yeah.
My contention is these rings are too ostentatious to wear. Now, Brian
I don't
Cohen.
agree with that.
Well, Brian Cohen runs the board here, so he works with his hands more than any of us. Brian, I made you wear it for half an hour, 45 minutes. What's the verdict? Could you wear that every day?
I don't think I could wear it every day. I mean, I feel like after a few days you would get used to it, but my hands already, I wore it on both hands. I already feel a lot lighter. Like it's a heavy
Yeah, you
ring.
wear it for
Michael,
special
do you
occasions.
ever wear your rings?
No,
you
I don't.
have 11 of them,
No,
right?
I don't wear them, but I got 11 rings, but I don't wear them. But if you want to put them on for a special occasion, that's okay. Stu
What about
Lance wears his.
what about my theory that I never wear mine because I'm not a player and it diminishes the guys who really did the work?
Are you crazy? No, of course you
I
are.
think people with full locker room access can wear their rings. Like Stu, nobody's going to stop Stu. If me or you go in, they're going to stop us.
You've got a team-issued ID. You can walk into the locker room.
Well, yeah, but they would stop.
I wouldn't.
They would stop me and you.
No.
They'd stop Pepe.
No, Pepe's got a team. Don't you have a team?
Yeah, but I'm saying, Michael,
they wouldn't stop us. Now, I wouldn't go in there if they're having like they're talking. No, I'm not going to go in there at an inappropriate
but I'm saying
time.
there are certain people that can walk in there at any point, like the trainers.
You mean like if JJ
Tim Harris,
if JJ's having a team meeting, be like a pregame talk for the players?
Yeah.
No, Tim Harris wouldn't go in
Jeannie
there.
and Tim could walk into that. If
Well,
they
Jeannie
wanted
could,
to.
of course.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hey, get out! Who's going to tell Jeannie to get out? But no, but she wouldn't go in because she think it was inappropriate.
Andy, now you've had it on for about 10 minutes. What's the verdict?
I've actually been typing, and I just typed. I got to be honest, it's not that tough to type with this
It's
ring on.
not. It really isn't.
Okay, so maybe I'm wrong.
It's not that cumbersome.
Here's the thing: it's a unwieldy ring, but it's lighter than it looks.
Okay.
It actually is not as heavy as I expected it to be. Like for those watching on YouTube.
And some teams have bigger rings than that, though. You're right about some teams actually.
Well,
have
the new
bigger
Dodger rings are even bigger
Huge.
than that.
I
Yeah.
only wear mine for a special occasion.
Oh yeah,
That's
you didn't wear them at Mace's party?
No.
Why didn't you?
I didn't want to wear it for that
should have worn all
party.
six,
And
baby.
let me
Well,
tell
look-
you
you can look like a
and
Spanish
let me tell you
Liberace.
something about Macy's party. That party was great.
No, it wasn't.
Okay, it reminded me.
I
of
had
the
fun.
It
Too
reminded
crowded,
me-
too noisy,
It
no food.
reminded me of the parties when I was living in the South Bay. I used to
Yeah.
go to a lot of parties in Venice and Santa Monica.
Should have
That
went
was
late,
Great.
Michael. Should have went late. I got there later,
Yeah.
and there was less people.
I don't like going to parties, Kamenetsky, when you got to lean into someone's ear so they can hear you talk. It's too noisy, and it was too crowded.
It was noisy. There
And
were a lot of people.
A lot of people. For the small space, Brian. You did yourself a favor being sick.
I had fun. I thought it was good.
Oh, man, listen, it was nice.
It was good.
But wasn't my party at my house better?
It was
Your
different.
food was
different.
better.
Yours
That's
was
for sure.
intimate.
Laura, what do you compare the parties, Laura? The one at my house or the one at Steve's?
No, they were both great. I'm not picking. Yours was just more intimate.
It was different.
Yeah,
You're
it
not
was
going to
different.
pick?
No.
I asked you to pick.
I can't.
Why?
Mason's
That
party.
means mine's better.
No, Mason's party was more social. There were
Yeah.
more people at
Well,
it.
so was mine.
Your party was
Intimate.
more intimate. Good word, Laura.
Your party was good except that you were there.
Pepe.
All right, so let me ask you guys about this. When Mark Cuban sold the Mavericks, I always thought he was a little naive when he came out and said, I'm selling the team, but I'm still going to run everything. The minute you give up control, you're not running everything.
Unless you put it in the contract.
They wouldn't put it in the
Of
contract.
course, well, then he had no right to say that.
But he said, they've promised me that I'm still going to run
Sure.
basketball.
Idiot.
So now he's been pushed out. So there's a guy that Mark hired named Gavin Malloy to run marketing when Cuban was at the Mavericks. So Gavin Malloy is so mad that the Mavs traded Luka that he came out and wrote something along the lines of, you ruined the Mavericks when you sold to these people. Mark, there isn't enough money to make up for the Luka trade. I'd give your dirty money back for Luka to be here. How about you? You know, he thinks these new guys ruin the team. And this was...
And he titled, by the way, he titled this post, Cuban should be run out of Dallas.
Right, because he thinks it's Cuban's fault that he sold to these carpetbaggers from Vegas, and now they've ruined the team. By the way, let me point out, since Anthony Davis has come back, they're 4-0.
Yeah, they're undefeated. They look like a totally
And
different
Michael
team.
watches the Mavs a lot because Clay plays for him.
Yeah.
But here was Cuban's response. Gavin Malloy, you didn't say a word when your check showed up in your account, did you? Sure looked good when I gave you that bonus for the finals, didn't it? I did every damn thing I could for 23 years. Kept prices lower than any other NBA team. I had $2 tickets for multiple years. When I sold, there were always 4,000 tickets under $29. I made money 2 out of the 23 years I was the owner. Lost hundreds of millions. And you kept collecting on your salary. He goes on. He goes, I paid your salary. I paid you a bonus I didn't have to give you. Then Nico and the new owners did something none of us liked, and you decide to mess with me. He didn't say mess. He said F with me. Thank you for confirming I made the right decision to sell. I think Mark made a mistake punching down here. I think he made it a bigger story when he acknowledged this guy was poking at him. Andy, does he look better or worse after tweeting what he did?
I don't know if he looks better or worse. I don't know how much I consider this punching down, just in the sense that...
Well, Mark Cuban's famous and this guy isn't.
Right, but this guy, in the relationship that they had, he was a reasonably high-ranking exec within the organization. It's not like he was punching at just like a normal, everyday person. And this guy went at Cuban pretty hard and pretty personally, publicly. I'm not saying that Cuban should have responded the way he did or was obligated to. I'm just saying if you go at somebody like this publicly, this personally, and you know who Mark Cuban is, don't be surprised if he reacts that way.
Michael, did Cuban, good move or bad move that he came back at this guy?
Bad move. I would have ignored that guy. Count my $3.5 billion I got on the sale, and don't worry about what he says. And like I've been saying, once Anthony Davis, Lively, and Gafford are healthy, they'll show that the Mavericks are a title contender. So,
Pepe, what do you think?
It's a bad move. I mean, he's giving this guy who nobody knows a lot of
attention.
I compared a little bit to the Stephen A. LeBron thing.
Yeah,
Even though those guys are both famous, I'm surprised. I mean, and LeBron's his own guy, but I'm surprised LeBron has given this as much oxygen as he's given it. Stephen A. wants LeBron to come back at him.
Of course he does.
And LeBron keeps doing it.
Well, he
but
does.
If all LeBron needs to do for this to go away is never say the name Stephen A. Smith.
I mean, the flip side is Stephen A. Smith could do certain things better than he's doing them.
Right.
I mean,
I don't think either one of them are looking great after this, do you?
I don't think either one of them looks great, but I think Stephen A., to be honest, is more in the wrong than LeBron's been. And I think the whole origin of this came from Stephen A., that first take.
See, I think that too, but Momo and Mace disagree with us. They think Stephen A. is winning this feud.
No.
I don't think anybody's
No,
winning
they
it.
said neither of them.
Yeah.
Both of them said neither of them.
But
is
when I
winning.
came back at them and said I wouldn't do this if I was LeBron, and they both said to me on the air, Stephen A's winning this.
Well, Stephen A. may be winning in the sense that he is getting the attention that he clearly wants, but that's winning in a very specific, narrow way. If you're defining winning as coming out looking good through all this, no, I don't think Stephen A. is winning.
I don't think either one of them look good. Do
I
you?
think if I had to choose between who comes out looking better between Stephen A. and LeBron, it's LeBron. I don't know if I'd do it the exact same way as LeBron, but LeBron is more justified in his reaction than Stephen A. was in his original statements that started all this.
All right, a reminder, last day to help Children's Hospital. Make March Matter with CHLA. Go to 710forchla.com. The number 710forchla.com. You can see all the things that are still up for bid, and they go off the board tonight at midnight. You cannot bid after today. Today is the last day. There's a ton of cool stuff on there still. Go to 710forchla.com right now and bid on those experiences that are left. All right. If I give you guys a choice to go on any game show and your goal was to win money, what would you pick? I've got a story where the game show didn't do their homework and basically handed a guy a car. I'll tell you about that coming up next. Mason in Ireland. Michael's here. Pepe's here. Andy in for Mace. ESPN LA.
The most followed sports radio station in the world.
In the world. That's right. In the world.
710 ESPN.
You know it. Yeah. Tell your friends.
At ESPN Los Angeles on Instagram, Facebook, X, YouTube, TikTok, and Twitch.
We're naturally entertaining.
Yes.
LA's mega sports station. 710 ESPN.
When pain keeps you from doing what you love, Hoag Orthopedic Institute gets you back to you. We are ranked number 18 in the nation and number 1 in Orange County for orthopedic and spine care by U.S. News & World Report. From the surf to the green, our world-class doctors are there, which is why more Californians choose Hoag Orthopedic Institute for orthopedic and spine care more than any other hospital. At Hoag Orthopedic Institute, there is no one better at getting you back to you. Proudly founded by premier physicians in partnership with Hoag. Learn more at HoagOrthopedicInstitute.com.
50 years at full speed. It's going to be an epic celebration at the 50th anniversary Acura Grand Prix of Long Beach this April 11th through the 13th. It starts with the always exciting lineup: Indy cars, IMSA sports cars, Robbie Gordon's high-flying trucks, and drifting, along with the first ever historic Formula Exhibition event featuring all 3 eras of racing at the Grand Prix: Formula 5000, Formula 1, and Indy cars, all on track at the same time. A very special sight and sound for everyone to experience. Plus the huge Lifestyle Expo, family fun zone, mother's exotic car paddock, and 2 exciting concerts. DJ duo Dubs on Friday night, presented by Acura, and Rock and Roll Hall of Fame band Foreigner on Saturday night, presented by Cuervo Tequila. Fun for the whole family, April 11th through the 13th. Tickets and more information at gplb.com. Come and join the celebration.
Hey, it's Beto Duran. If you've ever been in a car accident, you know how stressful it can be. My boy Leo and the crew at Active Collision are there for you. They're the experts at taking care of your business. I'm dealing with it right now. Hit and run. The back of my truck was smashed. I thought it was just a simple fix the tailgate. No. Leo said, boom, boom, boom. This is a problem, Beto. Let me take care of it. 626-330-0100. 626-330-0100. You'll get a 50% discount on your deductible when you let them know that 710 sent you. Or check them out on Instagram at active.collision.
Whether you're building a single roof or a successful roofing business, roofing contractors like you need the right tools for the job, and software is no exception. Service Titan is on a mission to be the most powerful software platform for the trades, with purpose-built technology proven to maximize revenue, streamline operations, and deliver 5-star customer experiences. We are taking roofing companies like yours to the next level and beyond. Service Titan. We are built for this. See what we can do for roofers at servicetitan.com.
Michelle Smallman here. Are you dreaming of seeing your team draft their next superstar? Travel Wisconsin is sending 10 lucky fans and a guest to the draft in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Witness unforgettable moments and make memories that will last a lifetime. Don't miss out. Enter Travel Wisconsin's Dream Draft Sweepstakes. Visit travelwisconsin.com/draft to learn how you can win a trip to experience the biggest moment of the offseason. Epic moments that become lifelong memories are waiting to be discovered across Wisconsin. Terms and conditions apply.
And it is Mason and Ireland, the OGs of LA Sports Radio.
Like, that's the problem in the world, is there aren't enough happy shows, fun shows.
Mason and Ireland.
710 ESPN.
All right, Mason and Ireland show. Andy Kamenetsky in for Mace. Michael Thompson's here. Pepe Montilla's here. Lakers Rockets tonight.
It's going to be a fun game.
They've won. Houston's won 12 out of 13.
Yeah, I know, man. They're playing well.
And they've only played once. We did a game in Houston in January, and the Rockets won it, but that was before the Luka trade.
I won't put this in the fridge, Pepe. It's going to be a 50-50 game.
Yeah, this is going to be very close tonight. I mean, the games this week, the Warrior game on Thursday, I can't wait.
Yeah.
I think that. I hope everybody plays.
Better. Lots riding on this game.
Steph's back now, right?
Back. Yeah.
Okay, so think about all the game shows that have ever been on TV, like the ones that are on now, ones that have been on in the past, whatever. So most people have seen The Price is Right. There's a game they play on The Price is Right where you guess prices of things. It's called Hole in One. And they basically set up a putt.
Right.
And it's about a 20-foot putt, but if you get a question right, they'll move you to 15 feet. You get another question right, move you to 10 feet. You get them all right, you're at like 3 feet. So, you know, Price is Right works. Somebody's in the crowd and they say, Andy Kamenetsky, come on down. You're the next contestant on The Price is Right. So, last week there was a guy playing.
Have you bid high or low?
Yeah. Last week there was a guy playing named Travis Britt. Okay? Travis Britt gets picked. They play the hole-in-one game. Yeah, he gets a couple of The Price is Right, and he's got a 6-7 foot putt to win a car. Travis Britt is a golf pro at the Brentwood Country Club.
So, doesn't mean he's going to make the putt.
He made it. He drilled it and got a free car. And it got me to thinking, Michael, you can go on any game show, past, present, future, and your whole objective is to win money, but you get to pick the show. What show are you going on?
Probably What's My Line. I could figure that out just like that.
That
show?
And for people who don't know what's my line is, a guy comes and you can ask, a man or a woman, you can ask him any yes or no questions, and you have to guess their occupation.
Right, yeah, and you can't, exactly.
You'd also need a time machine to play in that game.
Oh, come on. They should bring it back.
Well, they did. They did a few years ago with Anthony Anderson.
Yeah. What's My Line? Really?
Yeah, and then
I had no idea.
But they brought a bunch of shows. Andy, what's yours?
Wheel of Fortune. Easily.
I think that's too random, though. You could get screwed by the wheel.
It's so easy. The puzzles are so easy.
Well, then why did it wait for so many letters to go by?
Because people are trying to get greedy and try to get as much money as they can per letter and hope that they don't.
Yeah,
end up
I wouldn't pick that because of
bankrupt.
the randomness of the wheel. I could never get a turn. Pepe, what would you pick?
Because it's fun, Family Feud.
Well, then, though, you got to have a good team.
Yeah.
You
Like
get a
if-
good team.
if you
you
did
don't
a- if
include
like-
Michael.
Yeah, well, I would put Michael because Michael has a lot of
That's right,
useless
Pepe.
knowledge about stuff.
Exactly.
No, but
And
I
you got to
mean,
agree to your family to go on with you. They're too embarrassed to be seen.
Laura, what show would you go on?
Oh, I would definitely do Family Feud, and I would. I know it has to be like family, but like you would be great. Sedano would be great.
Mason would be great
Yeah.
on Family Feud.
So,
Brian,
I
what would
want
you
the
do?
money.
Deal or no deal. Yeah, let me get that pure luck, but I
No.
feel
Yeah,
like I
but
got
you
the
just
right.
want to see all those models with the briefcases.
Yeah,
I know what
I
you're
didn't
up
say
to.
that, but-
So
You didn't.
I'm telling you.
Which one would you pick?
I'm telling you. Put Mason and I together on Password, and we would dominate.
Oh yeah.
We would just dominate.
Yeah,
'Cause
you guys would be good.
I literally only have to say like one word to him. Like I would say, jerk. And he'd go, Chevy Chase. And we'd win.
No, you guys have shorthand.
No, Pepe, you thought there was another game I'd be
No,
good
I
at.
was just going to tell you. You haven't watched The Floor?
That's Rob Lowe's show, right?
It's on Wednesdays on Fox.
Okay.
Watch it.
Okay.
You'll be really good because you're very quick. The questions are not that hard, but you have to just look
In order to stay on the game, do you fall through the floor if you miss one? Is that what's the reference to the floor?
If there are 100 people, then
Yeah.
they choose one.
And then you
and
start
then
knocking
you
people
go.
off?
And let's
Yeah.
say that you say basketball is your thing.
Yeah.
So somebody's going to compete with you in basketball, and they ask you like things like, what is this, like a net?
Right.
So if the word is stethoscope, what would be your clue to Mason?
Okay.
You got time now. Don't you have a time limit to do this?
No, well, what they do is they'll give you the thing and they'll say, the clue is, they'll read over the thing.
Yeah.
Stethoscope.
Yeah.
So,
What would you do?
for a word that's...
Can you do it in 3?
No, I think I can do it in 2.
2, okay. What
All
would
right.
be his clue?
Okay, my first one would be doctor.
Doctor, okay.
And Mace would miss it.
Right.
He'd say nurse.
Right.
And I'd say listening. Doctor, listening.
He might say air doctor.
Or psychiatrist.
No, you would say that, but he'll say
Mason would say stethoscope.
What about psychiatrist, psychologist? He might go there.
Yeah, he could.
should go
Then
to a
after listening, if he
psychologist.
doesn't get in, what would you say? You can't, I guess you could say heart.
Instrument.
Heartbeat.
Yeah, heartbeat.
Listening instrument.
Yeah.
I think. But I think we get it 2. I think we get it.
Listening, then instrument. Oh, except the problem is you need doctor before
Yeah, you need
that.
doctor.
Otherwise, it could be like trumpet.
I'd say doctor, listening. And what'd be great is if I could do hand signals, I could go to my ears.
No.
But I know you're not allowed to
check,
do that.
Check, you guys check that program. No,
Check the floor.
Don't waste your time.
Check the floor.
On the floor?
Yeah. Don't waste your time.
Why? Is it too
Okay.
complicated?
It's any game
Oh,
is
okay.
complicated
I'm
for
gonna.
you.
It's Wednesday. We don't have a game this week on Wednesday, so we play
Wednesday,
Thursday,
and
Friday.
I think it's at 8:30 or 9 in Channel 11.
Okay. Michael, I in particular wanted to ask you about this. Shaka Smart, who's the head coach at Marquette. Remember, he years ago was at a small school. I think he was at VCU.
Yeah.
And then he went to Texas.
Yep.
And now he's at Marquette. He refuses to deal with agents who want more NIL money for their kids. Smart won't even talk to him, and he tells his players, you're going to get the same amount of money whether you use an agent or not, so don't have your agent call me. Michael, is that a smart strategy by Smart, or is he closing a door that other people might use if I call and I say, Michael, I'm representing Juju Watkins, and she's looking for a school, and I'm looking for an NIL deal, and Shaka Smart says, well, John, I'm not talking to you. Have Juju call me. Is that smart by Shaka or stupid?
That's stupid, man. You got to evolve with the times. These kids don't have agents. You're allowed to have agents and representatives now. So if you have a big star, Cooper Flag or Juju Watkins, Caitlin Clark coming in, and you work, and he or she can change your program around, what kind of stupid approach is
Andy,
that
what
from
do you
a coach?
think?
Based on the article I read, because you passed this along to us,
Yeah.
I actually think it's smart. And the reason why I think it's smart is he apparently has a pretty limited pool of NIL money to begin with.
Which school? Texas?
Marquette.
In
In Milwaukee.
It's a pretty limited to begin with. So, and it's not a school that's going to be as easy to recruit for against some of these other majors anyway. So if you know that you only have X amount of dollars, you don't want to be wasting your time chasing somebody, trying to get them to take your limited
Doesn't it
resources,
depend on
you miss out on other people.
But doesn't it depend on who to recruit? If it's Cooper Fly, you're going to find extra money for him.
I'm sure that if it's Cooper Flag,
right,
he would make an exception. But for the most part, 99% of players are not Cooper Flag.
All right, so Michael, let's play a game. Me against you. You're going to win, but I think it'll be fun to play. Players who played basketball at Marquette. I'll go first. Butch Lee, fellow Bahamian.
Bo Ellis.
Doc Rivers.
Butch Lee he's Puerto Rican. Jerome Whitehead.
Dwayne Wade. 3, 2, 1.
Earl Tatum.
Yeah, Earl Tatum was good.
Yeah,
he played for the Lakers.
Yeah.
But it's weird because Marquette is, for a small school, it's a small school.
Jimmy Butler. I was about to say Jimmy Butler.
I know he's from. I was thinking, did he go to Marquette? He did, right?
Yes. Yeah. We'll see Jimmy on Thursday. All right. Hey, before we get to What's Up, Fool, another thing along the lines of Shaka Smart, Rich Rodriguez is going back to West Virginia to be the football coach. He was there 20 years ago before he got the job at Michigan. He's come up with a weird rule. He's banned his players from dancing on TikTok. He says it's not an image a tough football team wants to project. That if you're on TikTok dancing with your friends or dancing with girls, it makes you look soft. So he's banned posting dancing on TikTok. I think that's stupid because
very stupid.
Kids all do it.
100%.
But am I being naive here? Michael, you're normally you err on the side of toughness. Do you think it's smart or stupid to ban him?
If a kid can play, if you got a Warren Sapp or Jerome Brown or Reggie White, if he can play, he can play. Who cares if he dances?
Yeah, of course. And then they said, "Oh, he's soft." Yeah, wait until the game.
Okay, so
how soft could he be if he was someone you were recruiting for your team in the first place?
Right, exactly.
I don't have any problem with kids putting stuff on TikTok. What do I care? All right, reminder that Rigorer is our sponsor of Lie of the Day today. If you know what Rigorer is, Rigorer. These are the new shoes that Austin Reeves has been wearing. If you watched the game the other night, you know Austin's on a tear. They sent me a pair of these, and I wore them, and they grip the floor great. And so if you've been watching Austin, and you're looking for a new pair of basketball shoes, they're kind of stylish. They look good. The new AR2s he designed from the ground up. Go to Rigorer.com, Rigorer, Rigorer.com. You can own a pair of these signature shoes. Go to Rigorer.com. They're sponsoring Lie of the Day today. Whoever figures out my Lie of the Day gets a $50 gift certificate, and you are entered for a chance to win a pair of shoes on Friday. But I've been wearing these things. They're awesome. So Rigorer.com, Rigorer, if you want to try and figure out today's Lie of the Day. What's Up, Fool? Next, we'll get Laura in here. We'll get Brian in here. ESPN LA.
Sedano and Cap.
Today at 3 p.m. after Mason and Ireland.
I feel like you and Neo would be friends.
I like Neo. I'm a Neo fan.
So Neo recently, hard launched his 4 girlfriends.
What do you mean
went
with a
out,
hard launch?
Went out in public with all of them and did all the red carpety thingies and, public outing.
He has 4 girlfriends?
Yes. Yeah, he does.
Wait a second. And all 4 women are cool with
clearly
this?
cool with
Yes.
it. Yes.
Yes.
That's impressive. I only have 2 girlfriends. If Neo has 4, wow, he got twice as many lady friends as I do. I just walk in with 2.
Who's your second girlfriend?
Well, I got this other girlfriend, and me and Rachel and the third girl, we walk in together arm in arm, and everybody's like, "Oh, damn, Cap, what's up?" And I'm like, "It's the way I get down, bro." But 4, man, I love it. Way to go, Neo. I mean, you got me by 2, bro.
The LA Afternoon Takeover. That's Sedano and Cap.
On 710 ESPN.
Hey, Southern California, I'm Ty Pennington, the home guy, teaming up with Pechanga Resort Casino to give away a brand new house. Imagine yourself in a 4-bedroom, 3-bathroom home in incredible Temecula, California. All you need to do is play your favorite slots or table games at Pechanga Resort Casino. The more you play, the more entries you earn. Visit Pechanga.com or call 888-PECHANGA for complete details on Home Sweet Win.
Rules and conditions apply. Go to Pechanga.com for more details.
Michelle Smallman here. Are you dreaming of seeing your team draft their next superstar? Travel Wisconsin is sending 10 lucky fans and a guest to the draft in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Witness unforgettable moments and make memories that will last a lifetime. Don't miss out. Enter Travel Wisconsin's Dream Draft Sweepstakes. Visit travelwisconsin.com/draft to learn how you can win a trip to experience the biggest moment of the offseason. Epic moments that become lifelong memories are waiting to be discovered across Wisconsin. Terms and conditions apply.
This is a story of the one. As a maintenance specialist for university housing, he knows college students can major in wear and tear. Plus, housing so many students doesn't leave a lot of room to house all the supplies he needs. That's where Grainger comes in. With over 1 million industrial-grade products and fast, dependable delivery, Grainger carries the quality products he needs so he doesn't have to. From a new door hinge to a whole new faucet. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
At Ocean Subaru of Fullerton, we believe you should love who you want to love. And during the Subaru A Lot to Love event, you can lease a brand new 2024 Subaru Crosstrek Premium all-wheel drive for just $329 per month for 36 months with $39.39 due at signing. Visit Ocean Subaru today.
With approved credit through Subaru Motors Finance, not all buyers or vehicles will qualify. Lease for 10,000 miles per year. VIN RH915-476. MSRP $39.50 plus tax, tag, title, and dot fee. Zero security deposit. See dealer for complete details. Expires 3/31/2025.
Quarterback Jordan Love isn't just on Green Bay's team. He's also on the American Family Insurance team. Because like us, he believes in dreaming fearlessly.
Just chase your dreams and don't let nobody hold you back.
And we help protect those dreams with the right coverage so you can
dream fearlessly.
American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Products not available in every state. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Who's cutting down the nets this year? Get in on all the tournament action at ESPN Bet Sportsbook. Go from tracking the latest upsets to placing bets in just a few taps. Right now, new customers can get $100 in bonus bets when you make your first $10 wager. Download the ESPN Bet Sportsbook app and sign up with promo code USL to get started today. Must be 21 or older. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Terms and conditions apply. See app for details. Offer not available in New York.
There's LeBron and Luka, the dynamic duo taking over the NBA.
I can't believe that we just had an assist, LeBron James to Luka Doncic.
But before that, there was the original duo, the OGs of LA Sports Radio.
Ireland has an idea. I do. I think it's stupid, but there are other ideas out there.
More Mason and Ireland right now.
What's Up, Fool is brought to you by Dos Hombres Mezcal. It's fate. It's friendship. It's mezcal. Dos Hombres.
Thanks, Brian. I'll take this one. All right, guys. So last week, John, I know you weren't here, and I don't think we touched on this, but Deion Sanders landed an enormous pay raise. He's one of the highest paid college football coaches in the country. He agreed to a 5-year, $54 million contract extension with Colorado. And I just wanted to know, there's a lot of you guys here in the studio. Do you see this new contract as his reflection of his long-term commitment to the program, or is it just a stepping stone to a bigger opportunity for him?
Michael, I do not think he will complete 5 years on that deal. I think he'll either go to the NFL or get picked up by a bigger school, or just he doesn't need the money. So I'd be surprised. So what's this year is 2025. In 2030, Deion's not the coach of Colorado.
He might be. I mean, they might just be a mediocre 500 program. I don't see them being like a Final Four team.
Well, he's not going to have Shador and Travis Hunter anymore.
I could see him sticking it out for 5 years there. I don't see them being a 12 or 13 win team.
Pepe, what do you think?
I don't think he's going to stay there for a long time.
You're with me.
Yeah, I agree with you.
Andy?
We're really going to learn how much he loves Colorado without his son.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Oh, that's good, yeah.
It's the truth, though.
Did the other son stay? The one that's the defensive back?
No,
or is
he's draft eligible, but he's probably going to be undrafted.
Okay. Laura, what do you think? You think he's there in 2030?
No, I don't.
Brian?
I do think it's a bigger
I don't
stepping
think he
stone.
is.
Yeah, I just think that the nature of college football coaches is too fickle.
And he can go to the NFL.
Right.
What's up, Foo?
Well, speaking of the NFL, they're having their owner meetings now, and they're kind of putting out there the rule changes that are going to be voted on today, tomorrow, and some of them just want to see what you think should be, will it be. So the first one they're voting on is the pushback, or the push.
The tush push?
The tush push, yes, that is one of them, but the kickoff, the 35-yard line on touchbacks. after the new rule change. The tush push is one. The change the playoff format with seeding, so no longer, if a wild card team is higher than a division winner, they'll get that home field. And then the overtime rules to make it the same as...
Okay, so let's knock these out one at a time. Yeah. I think it's stupid, Andy, for them to get rid of the tush push. If you don't like it, stop it.
I tend to feel the same way. I don't know. I don't understand why all these teams are so upset by it. Unless there's evidence, I've seen some people bring it up, that guys are getting hurt on it.
Well, I think what they're worried about, Michael, is a guy torpedoing over the top. But
so you can outlaw that.
Right. I mean, you don't have to get rid of the tush push. No. Pepe, you do NFL games. Would you get rid of the tush push?
No, I love it. I love it.
I think we're all on the same page here. Okay, the kickoff thing, I said this to Michael. If you want more kickoffs, just tell anybody that kicks it out of the back of the end zone the ball's going to the 50.
50, yep.
Then they'll stop doing it. Mm-hmm. If that's the objective, if you want more returns, if you want it into that landing zone, Pepe, then make it so punitive to kick it out of the end zone that kickers won't do it anymore.
Well, you can't kick it into the end zone. It has to be received outside of the end zone.
What do you
before the end zone?
Yeah.
Before.
So what we're asking saying is we want a return of some type on every kick.
Yeah, no.
Would you be okay with that?
I agree with you. They should do it. I don't like the fact that they're going to put it on the 35 because it's not going to make that big of a difference.
No, and they're just going to keep having the kickers kick it out of the back of the end zone.
I'm glad you brought that up, Pepe, because I've been rereading different articles about the 35, and I keep looking at them and going, I don't even understand what they're doing.
Like they're just moving it from the 30 to the 35. Put it on the 50.
Right. I'm like, I don't understand how this is going to make a difference.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Exactly.
Right.
And then, Brian, the other one you said, the playoff format. I'd be okay with changing it, Michael, to that each team gets the ball. Even if the other team, like right now, if you and I are doing it and I win the toss and I score a touchdown, the game's over. I'd be okay with you getting a touch after I score the touchdown.
Well, the thing is, Kamenetsky, if the other team has to score a touchdown, you get 4 downs, not 3. When you have to go 4 downs, so that gives you an advantage.
I think that'd be good.
Yeah, it's kind of exciting.
So every team has an opportunity to score a touchdown. And not like the rule is now.
Right.
Yeah, I agree with that.
In other words, each team would touch the ball no matter what.
I agree.
But the second team has 4 downs to get a first down.
Now,
instead
Michael,
of 3.
What about this? If we're in overtime, I win the toss. First play, I throw a square out. You pick it off and return it for a touchdown.
Yeah.
Is the game over?
Should be, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's it.
That's the rule.
Because I won the game. You or Michael won the game in that scenario on defense.
Yeah.
You don't need the ball on offense
the defense
anymore.
scores first.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
I mean, that you had your offensive opportunity.
Right.
The defense beat you. It's
But,
over.
Brian, I'd be okay with. Wouldn't you be okay with each team getting the ball?
I would. Yeah, I think it should be like that.
Did we hit them all?
The last one would be the playoff seeding. So, like, if you win the division,
zero issue with it. If you win your division, you should get. No. I want it the other way. Like last year, the Vikings got screwed. They made them the 5 seed, even though they were 15-2.
Yeah.
14-3.
14-3.
Yeah, I'd be okay by
you
them
should not be
basing it on
rewarded
record.
with home field for winning a crappy division.
Would you, Michael? Would you be okay with that? Like base it all on overall record.
Just overall
winning
record.
your division means nothing.
Means nothing. Overall record.
You okay with it?
Yep.
Yeah. I think so.
What's up, fool?
What, Pepe? You don't like it?
Well, then what is the motivation for you to win the division?
Well, you want to win every game because the more games you win. I don't need to have. I don't need.
If
more,
you're in a weak division.
And by the way, I'm kind of going against myself here, Pepe, because if the Lakers win their division, it's the number 1 tiebreaker among all the other teams in the West. So if they finish tied with another team, and even if the other team. If head-to-head's number 1, but number 2 is division winner trumps everything.
But in this case, though, it wouldn't even matter because you're talking about tied games.
Right.
What we're talking about here is
overall record trumping everything.
So,
Exactly.
Pepe, you wouldn't mind if a 7-10 team got in over a 10-7 team?
If you win your division, I mean, there has to be.
But no, what
a
he's
reward.
asking, Pepe, what he's asking you is if the 7-10 team, let's say the Rams win the NFC West with a record of 7-10, but the Vikings are 14-3. Shouldn't the Vikings get the home game?
Pepe, the reward
for that reason, yes. But what is the reward if you win?
You got into the playoff. You got into the playoffs with a 7-10 record.
If you win the division,
that's the reward.
You're automatically in.
That's your reward is you got into the playoffs.
I see what you're concerned about, and there's a middle. What Andy's saying is there's a middle ground, and he's right.
I
so
understand.
winning your division, automatic playoff berth, but you don't get any perks with it.
That is the perk.
Yeah.
The perk is we're letting you in the playoffs, even though you're terrible.
Yeah.
That's the perk.
Yeah, good point.
That
What's
sounds
up,
really
fool?
good.
All right, guys, we're all big fans of In-N-Out. I actually just ate there yesterday. One of my
It's a regular Michael Thompson stop on the way home.
What'd you order? Tell us your order.
So
What'd you get?
I'm very basic. I get a cheeseburger, extra toasted bun. I get whole grilled onions, light tomato, and light pickle. So.
No, what about the fries?
Oh, you have to get them well done. And I only do grilled onions on mine, and I add my own spread. I don't do the cheese on them. So that's mine. Anyways, so one of the coolest things that they do there for people that don't want like the bread or anything like that, I know they have the protein style, but they also do the Flying Dutchman, which is like a secret item on the menu, quote unquote secret, because everybody knows about it.
So it's not on the board?
Not
on the
board.
menu?
Not on the menu. So it runs you about $5.50, but people always find hacks. And you could order it just meat and cheese for like $3.40. So now they're saying, well, guys, we are taking a loss, so we're gonna stop the loophole of that. But I just want to ask, are you guys fans of secret menus? Like I know In-N-Out has it, Starbucks has it, different restaurants have like these quote unquote secret menus. Are you guys fans?
What is the Starbucks secret menu?
It's like people make up their own and then it goes viral, so it's like quote unquote a secret.
Do you know any Starbucks secret menu? Because I go every day to a Starbucks.
Well, I used to do the pink drink, but it was like a keto style pink drink.
Pepe, if you ask them to make you like something with pumpkin spice, like they normally only do in November,
It does.
I think they would still do it. I'm in favor of Andy of secret anything. I like speakeasies. I like there's a great bar in New York, great restaurant in New York called Au Cheval. It's a burger joint. And downstairs at Au Cheval, they have a speakeasy. So Ben Lyons and I took our respective partners to dinner there, and we had as much fun in the
that sounds
speakeasy as we did upstairs.
You
It
know
was
what?
really fun.
My answer to Laura, are you a fan of secret menus or not? My answer would be no, only because they've apparently been kept so secret, I don't know them. Yeah. Like I've never been actually able to use them.
You've never had a Flying Dutchman?
No.
I've never even heard of it.
I never heard of it
It's
until
so
you just
good.
brought it up.
Yeah, it's good. Also, somebody texted
is
me,
it? What is it?
Laura, why are you saying you're very basic with my order, but you list off 10 customizations?
Right, exactly. So wait, what is a Flying Dutchman?
So the Flying Dutchman is literally meat, cheese. So it's like 2 patties, 2 meat. I also did like whole grilled onions. So instead of bread, I would put 2 whole grilled onions.
But
one
wait a
on the
minute.
top.
What is the Flying Dutchman? It just sounds like a regular cheeseburger with nothing on it.
It is. That's what it's called, though. The Flying Dutchman.
But what
no,
makes
no
it
bread.
unique?
Yeah.
That you customize it so much.
That's just like half a burger.
It's like that's part of the secret menu.
Okay, so he said, give me a Flying Dutchman with cheese, lettuce,
No,
tomato.
You don't have to say anything. You say, "Give me a Flying Dutchman." They already know. It's like the protein style, right? Before, like
So no
people knew.
bun?
No bun.
Yeah, no thanks.
Okay, according to the AI overview, because I just Googled,
Which is
why
never wrong.
Never wrong.
Never.
Why is the In-N-Out burger called the Flying Dutchman? It is a secret menu item, a bunless burger consisting of 2 meat patties, 2 cheese slices, named after the legendary ghostly ship that is said to sail forever without docking, mirroring the burger's lack of a dock, aka the bun. That's a stupid name.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That makes
And
no
it
sense.
sounds
It's
like a
so
double
good,
burger.
though.
What would be the difference between saying I want a Flying Dutchman and saying I want a burger with no bun?
Because you don't get the lettuce and the tomato and the Flying Dutchman.
That makes the name is terrible. Like they need to work out
Listen,
that name.
it's good. Okay. It's
All right.
What
Good
happened if
enough.
I ordered a Flying Mexican?
good. Pepe.
Under the current government, they would deport you for DEI. All right, coming up next, Michael says we don't respect or talk enough about the women's game.
Yeah.
So we're going to talk about the women's game. Big one tonight for USC. UCLA in their first Final Four ever. We'll get into it next. ESPN LA.
710 ESPN, your home for the 17-time world champion Lakers.
KSPN Los Angeles, a good karma brands radio station.
Imagine 9 hours of you on the radio. Hey, it's Chris Morales. Make March matter. Thanks to our friends at Children's Hospital Los Angeles. Donate right now. On the Lit Experience, you get to spend 9 hours with me on the radio on 710 ESPN and the all-new ESPN LA app all day long at the radio station. 710-4CHLA.com. I ain't taking under $2,000 for this. 710-4CHLA.com. Bid on the Lit Experience plus all the other things you can bid on and make March matter for the kids. and Children's Hospital Los Angeles.
NextGen is the official AC, heating, plumbing, and electrical company of SoCal sports fans. That's right. NextGen is the absolute best in the biz with thousands of 5-star reviews to prove it. Clogged drain? No problem. Call NextGen today to book your $88 drain cleaning. That's right. For just $88, you'll receive a professional drain cleaning to keep your home flowing smoothly all season long. Call 833-3-NEXTGEN. That's 833-3-NEXGEN for your $88 drain cleaning.
NEXGEN. Call 833-3-NEXTGEN.
Hey guys, it's Cap. Here's the scenario. Your home is flooded and the damage is severe. Now it feels like your insurance company is turning on you. They won't approve a replacement living arrangement and the adjuster leaves you in the lurch. Take a breath and call Avner Gatt, one of Southern California's largest public adjuster firms. Avner Gatt knows how to fight back when your insurance company makes you feel like a criminal, leaving you with no hope of getting into your home and getting it all back together. With decades of experience and a passion for helping people, Avner and his family take the call themselves. So whether you have a toilet overflow, a broken water line, a burst supply line, a broken fire sprinkler, whatever the water damage is, you call Avner Gatt today at 818-917-5256 or you go to avnergatt.com. It's 818-917-5256 or avnergatt.com. You call, Avner answers, he says hello. Your claim is our game. avnergatt.com.
Hey, it's producer Lindsay, and you know I'm a huge wrestling fan. Join Cappy, O'Shea Jackson Jr., and me to watch Monday Night Raw on April 7th at Hollywood Park Casino, LA's premier card room. We'll have ticket giveaways and a grand prize of 2 tickets to the Ultimate Wrestling event on April 19th in Las Vegas. Your attendance is your raffle entry. Plus, get a bonus entry when you RSVP at ESPNLA.com. But you must be present to win. See you Monday, April 7th at Hollywood Park Casino. Visit ESPNLA.com for details.
Mason in Ireland on 710.
I mean, would you rather have good life or sex? Good sex. Good life, good sex.
Well, I got both.
There you go.
That's
good
the correct
for you,
answer.
Johnny I.
More of Mason in Ireland right now.
All right, 2 hours down, 1 more to go. Mason and Ireland, Sedano and Cap are coming up next at 3:15. They'll be in here for Supercross talk at the top of the hour. Remember, Lie of the Day coming up at 2:30. You think I've lied yet, Andy?
I have not come up with a lie yet.
Okay. I
didn't realize.
No, you don't have to. I'm
Okay.
telling the lie.
Okay.
No, he's like, no.
I was
haven't.
panicked all of a sudden. I'm like, what lie?
Laura,
do
do you think I've lied yet?
No.
Brian?
I think you did.
Okay.
I think,
What?
I think
I
you
know
did.
it.
Okay. I'm not saying whether I did or I didn't, but in half an hour, we're going to give away $50 from Rigorer.
If you agree with me, I know you lied.
Well,
that would be Pepe's lie of the day.
So, Michael, is Lauren Betts the 6'7" center for UCLA the greatest player in UCLA women's history? Think about it. It's like USC,
Yeah.
it's hard.
But
You
then
have Cheryl Miller, you have Lisa Leslie, you have Juju.
Yeah. Well, Cheryl Miller's the best at USC.
But the only person I can think of that's in the conversation with Lauren Betts is Annie Myers-Drysdale, who we're friends with. And I think Annie would say that Lauren is the best women's player. They've never been to a Final Four. They didn't have a women's Final Four when Annie was there, so they did win the national championship when Annie was there. And
How did they win it?
It was like an NAIA thing. Or it was like wasn't the tournament that we know now. The women's
but it
game
was a
wasn't as
playoff.
big.
They did go in the playoff.
But do you remember this? Annie, who's I think about the same age as you are. You guys both came out around the same time. Actually went to training camp with the Pacers.
Oh, I remember that, yeah. Nancy Lieberman, too.
And but I think Lauren Betts might be the best player UCLA's ever had. Corey Close is going to come on this week. We can ask her, but what do you think?
Yeah, I think so. There are different styles, of course. Annie was a great guard. Lauren's a big girl, and she dominates on the inside, and she's unstoppable. And if she keeps playing at a high level, like a Bill Walton, like a female Bill Walton, a female Kareem, or Lou Alcindor, I don't see anybody beating UCLA because all Gabriella Jaquez, Jaime's sister,
hit the big shot
yesterday. They got another good forward, another good guard. If those guys play at a good level, I don't see anybody beating UCLA.
So, Pepe, UCLA yesterday, if I would have said to Corey, the coach, Lauren Betts is going to get in foul trouble. She's only going to play 6 minutes in the first half. And Kiki Rice, your second best player, is going to go 1 for 7. I don't think there's any way they win. But yesterday they came up with hit big shots. They played defense, and they knocked out Kim Mulkey and LSU. I think they can win the whole thing.
Because they're playing a great defense. You just said that.
Right.
And you and me and everybody knows that defense wins games.
Well,
Basically.
your point is dead on because they only scored 9 points in the first quarter, 9, and they finished with 72. So you know that they had to lock up LSU after that, and it's exciting. I've been, and I'm not ashamed to admit this, Michael. I think you might be the same way. I've watched more women's tournament games than men's.
Oh, yeah. This is just an awesome time for women's sports in general. Like, my daughter plays club volleyball, and I can tell you, like, women's volleyball has become so popular over, like, the last 5 to 10 years. Like, it draws in massive amounts of players at different levels. The attention's rising. You see it with women's basketball. And it's
think
just awesome
Lauren
for women
Betts'
athletes.
mom, I'm doing this from memory, so I could be off, but I think Lauren Betts' mom was a college volleyball player.
Is she eligible to go to the draft this year?
No.
That's just stupid.
I agree with you.
Yes. I can't believe they're going to make her go to college.
I can't believe they're going to make Juju go back.
Yeah.
I mean, Juju would be the number one pick in the draft if she came out even with a bad knee.
With the bad knee, you think she was still going
to
to
Well, here Paige. Here Paige Beckers.
Well, I would take her over Paige if she's healthy.
She's not, but I would wait a year for her. I mean, I would. If you had the number one pick and everybody was eligible, wouldn't you take Juju?
Yeah, I guess you'll consult with the Dodgers. Obviously, Kyrie Irving, Clay came back from 2 bad
With
injuries.
the doctors, not the
who else came back
Dodgers.
from,
You could consult with the Dodgers.
Yeah,
but
Didn't I say doctors?
You
Doctors.
know
I said doctors.
You know what?
No, I didn't.
You can
said
do that.
Dodgers.
You can do that, but they're not going to tell you anything.
The doctors?
The Dodgers.
Oh. Yeah, but I don't know. Would you still draft Juju number 1, even though she's hurt? Maybe. I guess so.
I'm just going to go around the room. Percentage chance USC upsets UConn tonight, Pepe, without Juju is what?
I will say 30%.
It's more than I have. What do you think?
I say 80% because USC got some big, strong women.
Andy?
You know what? I'm going to go 50 now. Michael's making me feel good about this.
Laura,
50.
what do you think? Chance USC wins without Juju.
Okay, so I had USC to win, but without her, I take UConn and Paige.
Brian, what percentage chance you give SC tonight?
45%.
You guys are all
No,
higher
that's
than I
high.
would be.
It's like
I would be.
$25.
I'd be about 15. UConn's
USC,
really
USC has some very.
Matter of fact, Laura sent me an interesting stat. There are only 2 people in the history of the tournament, male or female, to ever come up with the numbers that Paige Beckers put up the other day. And basically, it's 40 points, 5 steals, 8 threes.
Yeah,
you know who the other one is?
Well, Caitlin, right?
Nope.
Who?
Caitlin never had a 40-point game in the tournament.
Really? No. Oh,
Yeah.
I thought she did.
You know who it is, Pepe? 40 points, 8 threes.
Taurasi?
Nope.
Cheryl Miller?
Steph Curry.
Oh.
That's the list.
Yeah.
Those 2 people. Steph
Paige
at
and
Davidson against Gonzaga.
SC's girls, they can defend Paige. They
I
got some strong
I
guards.
really want USC to win. I hope they do, and it's not going to be easy. And I'm watching more of the female than the male tournament. Seriously.
Yeah, I am too. They've been tremendous, and hopefully they will ping pong this into more people watching the WNBA. But Michael's right. These restrictions on these girls the men can turn pro after 1 year.
Well,
Why can't the women?
I think they should be allowed to, but now with the NIL deals that are out there for a lot
Good
of
point.
these women's college players and the relatively lower salaries in the WNBA, some of them might stick around even if they were draft eligible.
They could bring their NIL deals or sponsorship deals to the WNBA with them. Why not?
They could, but I'm just saying that there's not the same urgency, I think, to get to the W.
That's a very good point.
If you like
But
your
why
situation,
restrict them?
I don't think they should be restricted. That's a separate issue. But I'm just saying I don't think it's necessarily as punitive for the players as it used to be because they have such a revenue stream available for them now while playing in college that they didn't have before.
So in other words, even if they didn't restrict that, the players are going to say, no, I'm not going to go because I'm going to make more money over here.
It gives them more of an option to stay. Let's say they like it or they feel like, I want one more year to try to win the entire thing in the tournament the following year. Like we got to the 8, fell short. You don't have to worry as much about the finances because the NIL money that you can make in some cases is going to be more than you'd make in the W.
In most cases.
Yeah.
Although if you're that good, if you're Juju Watkins, you can still get your endorsement deals when you go to the WNBA.
No,
Paige
again,
Beckers.
she should be able. Don't get me wrong. She should be able to go whenever she wants.
Oh yeah, I know.
I'm just saying it's not as punitive as it used to be. That's all.
All right, coming up next, as you all know, Michael and I are big fans of Hallmark movies.
Oh yeah.
There is another NFL Hallmark movie coming down the pike. I'll tell you about it. But what I want to know from all you guys, so think about this during the break. Somebody come up with a Laker-themed Hallmark movie, and I totally selfish reasons, just so Michael and I can be in it. I need a Laker Hallmark movie, and I'll explain what they did with the Chiefs and what they're going to do with the Bills, but that's coming up next. Andy's in for Mace. Michael and Pepe are here. Lie of the Day at 2:30. And then Michael's game. Michael, what's your game today?
Potpourri. Pepe ordered it.
Okay. So that's always fun.
Peppery.
That's coming up at 2:45.
Yeah, peppery.
Not as good as mine.
Mason in Ireland. ESPN LA.
Hey, it's Chris Morales, and guess what, Jack? We're back, baby. And you could spend an entire Live Imaging Tuesday with me. 9 hours to meet everybody at ESPN LA. We'll get you lunch from LA Live. Plus, you can eat pie with Catherine. All you got to do, as part of the Make March Matter campaign with our friends at Children's Hospital Los Angeles, bid on the Lit Experience right now at 710-4chla.com. 710-4FORCHLA.com. And you and me together, it's going to be lit, sucker.
When pain keeps you from doing what you love, Hoag Orthopedic Institute gets you back to you. We are ranked number 18 in the nation and number 1 in Orange County for orthopedic and spine care by U.S. News & World Report. From the surf to the green, our world-class doctors are there, which is why more Californians choose Hoag Orthopedic Institute for orthopedic and spine care more than any other hospital. At Hoag Orthopedic Institute, there is no one better at getting you back to you. Proudly founded by premier physicians in partnership with Hoag. Learn more at HoagOrthopedicInstitute.com.
Finally figured out that the only thing that's actually crazy is not watching college ball at Morongo. Now your top reasons to visit Morongo.
College Bibo's biggest games on our big screens everywhere you eat, stay, and play.
Number 2.
Desi Banks, live April 25th.
And the number 1 reason.
Moses Happy Hour is actually several hours. Get half-price brews, bites, and cocktails Monday to Thursday, 2 to 5 p. and Friday, noon to 5.
Morongo, good times.
Have you heard the refinancing rule of thumb that says you have to drop your rate at least 0.5% to refi because it'll take several years of savings to recoup the closing costs for a refi? The Loan Exchange says the rule is nonsense. With a Loan Exchange free closer, you can lower your rate without paying any cost whatsoever. That's right, lower your rate with no cost and your balance doesn't go up. You start saving on the first day you have the loan and every day thereafter. If you decide to move next year or rates drop further, you can exchange that loan for another without losing $1 that was tied up in closing costs. Today's 30-year fixed-free closer rate in APR is 5.99%. So if your current mortgage rate is higher than 5.99%, give the Loan Exchange a call at 855-752-9944 or log on to theloanexchange.com. It won't cost you a thing. NMLS 1637539. Loan subject to credit approval. See website for licensing information, loan terms and conditions. Equal housing lender. Call 855-752-9944 or visit theloanexchange.com.
At Ocean Subaru of Fullerton, we believe you should love who you want to love. And during the Subaru A Lot to Love event, you can lease a brand new 2024 Subaru Crosstrek Premium all-wheel drive for just $329 a month for 36 months with $39.39 due at signing. Visit Ocean Subaru today.
With approved credit through Subaru Motors Finance, not all buyers or vehicles will qualify. Lease for 10,000 miles per year. VIN RH915476. MSRP $39.50 plus tax, tag, title, and doc fee. Zero security deposit. See dealer for complete details. Expires 3/31/2025.
Mason in Ireland on LA's mega sports station.
I'm going to come out with something right here. I don't work as hard as John Ireland and have no interest in it.
Right now, more of Mason in Ireland on 710.
All right, Mason and Ireland show. Laura's here, Brian's here. Andy Kamenetsky filling in for Mace, and Pepe's here and Michael's here. Michael's game today, and he'll have that for you coming up at 2:45. We got Lie of the Day coming up at the bottom of the hour. And we're giving away a $50 gift certificate to Rigorer, and you're enrolled in a chance to win a pair of shoes at the end of the week. All right, so Michael, did you watch Holiday Touchdown, a Chiefs love story?
Of course. Who missed that? Everybody watched that.
All right.
Several times.
Andy, did you watch it?
I did not actually
Pepe?
manage to see that one.
All right, you guys don't know what you're
Don't
missing.
laugh. I liked it.
Oh, no, I don't dislike those movies. I just did not
First
see
of
that
all,
Holiday Touchdown?
Yeah. First of all, Hunter King, who played the lead in that, is super cute. Big fan of Hunter King. And Tyler Hines, the guy. So the plot of that movie is Tyler Hines works for the Chiefs. He's looking for the fan of the year, the Chiefs fan of the year. And Hunter King's family, which included Ed Begley Jr. and Megan Price. And who was the guy that was in Office Space?
Ron Livingston?
No. He played his neighbor that lived across the hall.
I don't know the actor.
Diedrich somebody. He's in that movie. So a bunch of recognizable faces in that movie.
Got the long hair.
Bunch of players in that movie. Really cute. They're doing it again. Holiday touchdown, a Bills love story. So they're moving all this to Buffalo. Damar Hamlin's going to be in it. I'm sure they'll get Josh Allen, probably Haley Steinfeld will be in it. Here's my question. Does anybody have an idea for a Lakers Hallmark movie? And my motives are completely selfish. Andy, as the creator of Commander-in-Chimp, I am counting on you to come out. Now, I'm putting you on the spot here, so you got a little time. You're coming back later in the week. But could you and your brother and all the creatives over there at Locked On Lakers start working on a Lakers Hallmark movie?
I will have this by the end of the week. I will have the plot for this Lakers Hallmark movie.
Laker girl falls in love with a player, and they try to, because, they got to try to keep it separate, but somehow they meet secretly, and they're worried about the romance getting found out.
That is verboten.
Yeah,
I know. That's why I said that'd be kind of cool.
How about this? A Clipper girl falls in love with a Laker player.
Oh, yeah.
And it's the conflict of when the Lakers play the Clippers, who does she root for?
Yeah.
She has to cheer for the Clippers, but her boyfriend plays for the Lakers, and it's inherent conflict. Andy, they get in a fake fight. They break up.
Yep.
No,
then at the end, he hits the game winner, Pepe, and she quits the Clipper girls in the name of love. What do you think?
That's brilliant. I like that.
Hey, Pepe, that's a good idea, isn't it?
And this is a better idea.
Okay.
A player from any team, the Lakers, likes a cheerleader.
Okay.
Okay.
Clipper girl or Laker girl?
Clipper girl.
Okay.
But the Clipper girl really likes one of the announcers.
Oh, is it Pepe Mantilla?
No.
The Spanish-speaking announcer.
No, any announcer.
Right.
So the player gets really jealous. And then the announcer is like in jeopardy because...
And you know who the announcer is? Billy Mack.
Yeah, of course.
Because he doesn't want a long-term relationship.
Exactly.
He just wants a fling with the
There
Clipper
you go,
girl.
there you go.
And then it starts affecting how Billy Mack calls the games.
No, it affects the player.
And Billy Mack won't call her back. Yeah, it turns into a big thing. Yeah, that's not a bad idea. And then Michael and I will be the voice of the whole movie.
I was thinking about, Jeannie obviously is married to Jay Moore.
Right.
Like that in and of itself.
Jay could be in it.
Well, I was thinking that in and of itself could almost be a premise. Like you've got the owner of a high-profile basketball team, the Lakers, who is female. She's the principal owner, the governor. And because of her stature, she maybe has a difficult time finding men that she feels like really want to be with her for her and not because she's with the Lakers.
Do you think we could get Jeannie to play herself?
Ooh. Of
course.
And then,
if we do that, then we're off and running.
then
I'm going to ask her tonight when I see her. Would you
who-
play yourself in my Lakers Hallmark movie?
Who would have thought that of all the people that she'd fall for, it would be this comedian who had been around for years watching games well before Jeannie was in that position? It almost feels like the setup of a Hallmark movie involving the Lakers.
Michael, I think we're onto something. We're one script away from being stars on the Hallmark Channel.
Guys, I love the Hallmark. I'm a big, you know this, John. I told you that's one of my goals, to be on one of those movies.
Yep.
But that was a terrible pitch.
Which one?
The one about Billy Mack not calling.
No.
the girl.
What about my
idea?
What about my idea of a Clipper girl falls for a Laker player?
That's a little bit more doable.
And then
but
she's distraught because she likes being a Clipper cheerleader, but she's in love with the Laker, and she quits the Clippers in the name of love.
How much tension is there really going to be in a movie where you have to decide whether or not you're going to be a Clipper girl?
Exactly.
But she's at the Intuit Dome. She's got the new shiny object.
She could be a dancer for the Lakers.
She could be a Laker girl.
The Laker
How about
girls.
this? We'll have the bad guy will be one of the Clipper players who's trying to get with her to break him up.
Yeah. And she's jealous of the Laker
And I get
girls.
Austin Reeves to play himself.
And she's jealous of the Laker girls because a Clipper girl could never be a Laker girl. They're not good enough.
I'm telling you, this is the beginning of it. Workshop
I will.
this,
I will
would you
workshop
please?
this.
As the creator of Commander-in-Chimp, I have very high hopes
the
for you.
beginning of a large
By the way,
I will have this
speaking
by
of
Friday.
Commander-in-Chimp, Andy, Jay Moore still, I saw him recently, still says if that movie is made, he wants in.
Well, okay, you know what? I've seen Jay Moore at a few games, and he has never even made eye contact with me.
I will broker an introduction.
Because I want to say,
Are you going tonight?
I'm not going tonight.
Okay. When's the next game you're going to?
I'm not
Are you
sure.
going to any of the home remaining 4?
Not sure.
Okay, well, let me know if you are.
Okay.
And let me put it this way. I will fix that.
Okay.
It's like what Michael and I want to do between Steve Hartman and Steve Mason. We're gonna fix that.
You're gonna broker this?
Wow,
Yeah.
man.
Wow.
We're gonna
That'll
get
be
them in the same room, and they're gonna make up.
And Billy
That'll
Mack
be
and Joel Myers.
That'll never happen. Joel would rather die. But Andy, if you're going, I will broker a peace between
I feel like
you and Jay Moore,
I feel like
the future star of Commander-in-Chief.
I feel like Jay Moore thinks that he can just get the starring role without saying anything to me, like it's automatically
I think
gonna
Jay
get
should
offered.
play the president.
Of course.
The one that loses to the chip.
Well, it's interesting. It's not really the president.
Do the 30-second pitch for Commander-in-Chief.
Okay, the 30-second pitch is there is an incumbent president who happens to have a pet monkey. The pet monkey's name is Bobo. This president's name is Bob. And he's running for re-election.
Jay Moore is Bob.
And he has a scheming vice president who wants to be president. So he comes up with a scheme where he creates intentional typos on the ballot that has President Bobo Johnson and then his name. And he figures, okay, I'm going to end up president if this guy wins because obviously a monkey can't be president. Turns out, though, that this monkey, there's nothing in the Constitution that says that he can't be the president. He's 35 years old in monkey years, so he's old enough to serve. So it's now the president and this scheming vice president. And every time the vice president tries to scheme against the monkey, things backfire and the monkey becomes more popular.
Jay Moore either as the scheming VP or as the president.
Well, I got to be
Let
honest.
me talk to Jay and find out which one he'd prefer to play.
The VP that's the plum role. He's going to have to screen test. I'm sorry.
He's going to have to test for it?
Yes, he is.
Okay.
He doesn't
Who
just
else
get
do you have in mind?
Same story.
I used to have James Woods as the scheming vice president.
Good
but,
choice.
Well, I don't know.
Now he's kind of politically incorrect.
Well, he just doesn't seem interested in that anymore, and he's probably too old at this point to be the scheming
Have you ever
vice president.
seen Jay Moore in a comedy show?
I never have. No.
Really good.
We went to Irvine to see
I'm sure
him.
he is good.
He's really funny.
Okay. All right. Before we go to Lie of the Day, did you guys see this? That Florida is on their way to the Final Four. They beat Texas Tech on Saturday. They have the country's tallest player. Have you seen this guy, Michael?
Yeah, what's his name?
Olivier Rioux.
Yeah. Does he play,
he's
though?
7'9". He has not appeared in a game this year, but he's 7 feet 9 inches tall. He's the tallest player on any organized basketball team in America. He can cut down the nets without a ladder. Okay, he doesn't need a ladder. So here's the thing I want to know from you guys. If I offered you a deal that you would become an NBA player and you're going to make $50 million, okay? But you had to agree, when I snap my fingers, you automatically become 7'9", and that's your height for the rest of your life. Brian Cohen, in or out, $50 million, but you got to be 7'9" for the rest of your life.
I think I can handle them all the way in.
You're in, Laura?
Yes.
Hell yeah, 50 mil, let's go. I'll be 7.
Well,
whatever.
but it's not all in one lump sum. You got to play in the NBA for like 10 years.
That's fine.
Andy, in or
I'm
out?
so in.
I don't think I'd do it, Michael. I don't want to be 7'9". Can you be a foot taller than you are now?
No, it'll shorten your life, number one, and it's very awkward. It's very uncomfortable. You can't fit in things. You
can't fly on planes.
When you watch
I
this,
get inconvenienced for so much less money.
No.
$5 million a year. $5 million a year for 10 years.
But when you watch this guy walk, he looks like he has a hard time walking. So no.
Pepe, would you do it?
Oh, I'll take it.
Michael, you and I are the only ones. I don't want to be 7'9".
I'm shocked the two wealthiest guys in the room aren't going to do it.
Yeah, maybe that has something to do with it. But
That's true.
But I'm happy. I'm happy with my life.
The rest of us are like, give me it.
I'm
give me
happy
it.
with my life now. I don't want to be 7'9".
No, you're not going to be 7'9" as a woman, but would you want to be a 7'2" woman and play?
Sure.
And make
I
that
could be
kind
a
of money?
model, man. Like, what's wrong with you? Of course.
Well, Cameron Brink's a model. What's she? She's got 6'7".
6'6".
Yeah.
Yeah.
And she's such a nice lady.
Yeah. And ladies and gentlemen, walking into the studio,
Zoolander.
the new Chris Morales, the new and improved Chris Morales. Morales, how are you?
What's going on, guys? Pepe, you know the rule. If there's no chairs, I need your chair.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Chris, what's wrong with that chair right there?
No, it's fine.
There
It's
is a
fine.
chair
You know,
right
today is the final day
to bid on the experiences, Pepe.
We've been talking
for
about
710 at
What's your
Children's
favorite
Hospital.
one that's still on the board? Chris?
Mine,
There's
of
some
course.
good- which is explain it.
9 hours with me, Pepe. Michael, imagine that.
Wait, are you sharing lit for a day?
Lit for a day. You could spend all 9 hours.
Wait a
Well,
minute. This is very sneakily one of the best things because it's one of the few things where you would have access to all 3 shows.
all 3 shows, you can give us your takes, your hardcore sports analytics, and we'll get you lunch from LA Live. I don't know where. We'll figure it out. But in the afternoon, you get to eat pie with Cappy. And who doesn't want to eat pie with Cappy, right, Pepe?
I do.
That's right.
You know what I'm
I
saying?
would love to do that.
Yeah, that normally happens at East Central, but it's
Right.
going to happen right here
Exactly.
in the studio. Pie
And
with
maybe
Cappy.
if it's a special day, you might meet Michael Thompson. You never know. 710 FORCHLA.com. Pepe, what's wrong, Michael? You seem so moody today.
No, just checking on
By the
some
way, how
tickets.
long were you at Mace's party? It felt like you were there for 5 minutes.
Yeah, about 15 minutes. That's all I could
He,
take.
and Chris, here's the amazing thing. He drove 2 hours to
Right.
get there.
Right.
He stayed for 15 minutes, and he drove home because it was too loud.
I expected so much more. Too loud, too crowded, no
I
food.
really thought it was a great party.
It was an amazing
Did you
party.
actually set foot in the jacuzzi, or did you
No.
respect the sign?
But apparently we are going in the jacuzzi to say goodbye to that jacuzzi.
right, because they're getting a new one.
Yeah, apparently Juan's going to let us in his
Now,
jacuzzi.
is the jacuzzi on the approved list of the new
Yes.
Chris Morales activities?
Yes.
I want to make sure.
I just keep an
if
eye-
not, I'm happy to proxy for you.
No, well, you can. We can all go in there together. Pepe, maybe even you
Well, you're
too.
welcome in my jacuzzi anytime you want.
Yeah, I can do
The last
jacuzzis.
time my jacuzzi saw airtime was when Andy and Brian had
The late night happy
the
hour.
late night happy hour pandemic. I went out and did their show from the jacuzzi with
Yes.
my dog.
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah.
Topped only by Momo doing her appearance
On a life cycle,
on
right?
a life cycle or a Stairmaster, one of those things.
I hope you're ready, John, tomorrow for a lit Tuesday. You and I just
Love
you and
it.
I- Who's doing the show with you tomorrow?
Momo, it'll be
okay.
fun.
Beautiful. So today's
Chris,
the final
I
day.
embrace you with open arms now that you're the new and improved.
Now
Chris
that I'm the
Morales.
cardiac kid?
Yeah, it is now buried because you almost died,
Oh,
and
yeah.
I was very happy.
So
you
now we're
did
okay.
Not die. We're better than okay.
Oh, wow.
You're welcome anytime on Mason and
I
Island.
only
How's
had to
that?
almost die.
Literally,
You're a
that's
new
what
person.
that's where the bar was. A near-death experience,
like
and
that.
then I accept you unconditionally.
Oh, well, beautiful. Michael, do you accept me too?
Since you had that near death, how do you approach life now? Do you
every
do you,
day's amazing.
Do you stress less about the little things?
No, I yelled at in a meeting today.
You did?
Yeah, and I was like, ooh, that's not
Do
great.
flowers smell fresher? Does the gasoline smell better now?
Everything's more
Isn't
amazing.
that better?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who knew without certain,
Do sunsets are sunsets prettier now?
I would say that. I just spent the weekend in Palm Springs.
There
It was
you go.
beautiful.
Well, I tell
There
you.
you go. See,
You know what I'm saying?
You look tan.
Well, thank you. And you know,
Now, have you golfed since post-incident?
no, I've hit balls.
Okay.
And it takes a lot out of me just because I'm a
Right.
little weak. So
So,
I'm
well,
on,
let's go do 9 holes. We'll play
yeah, we
9
got to start.
holes
We got to start you
and
know,
ramp you up.
When they pulled all the fluid out, I lost a lot of muscle. So I
Yeah.
got and I'm not allowed to work out. I'm
You
allowed
wanna-
to walk.
You want to tell the listeners about how your diet has changed?
We could talk about tomorrow.
Yeah,
on Live
he's
Imaging
here all
Tuesday.
day tomorrow.
Oh,
I just don't eat
I
a lot
won't
of
be
salt.
here. I want to hear it.
I don't eat salt.
And you can't drink beer or wine anymore.
Well, I can't. I don't want to. I'm sober now.
Yeah.
So
Could you believe that, Michael? Just one incident, and Chris cold turkey quit.
So, Chris, are you able to like go?
One pretty big incident.
Yeah. Are
Yeah,
you
well,
able
yeah, but
to
Chris
go
was
on
like
a
me. He drank a
treadmill
lot.
and walk on the treadmill.
I can, but I just walk outside now. So I do 6 to 8 miles.
Oh,
I'm up to 6. I was up to like 3 to 4 miles.
Oh, you're laughing.
And it was
that's
4 to
really
6.
good.
Now
That's
it's 6 to
really
8.
good.
Yeah.
All right. So Chris tomorrow will be here for Lit Live Imaging Tuesday. And if you want to be part of Live Imaging Tuesday, bid on those experiences again. Here's the website. 710, the number 710 FORCHLA. 710 Children's Hospital LA. But the way you type it into your computer is 710 FORCHLA. Chris's Lit experience is one of the things that's on there. Laura, what are a couple other things that are on there?
So intern for a day.
Intern for a day.
Pepe, you could do that.
No, not Pepe.
Oh.
You can.
Chris, I keep telling Laura, made this point earlier, probably half of our interns end up working here.
That's true.
So that
That's
could be
true.
your gateway into ESPN.
If you
Great
want to play Game of
opportunity.
Games, show feature is still there.
Yeah. If
And
you're
then-
really good, you could easily take somebody else's job here.
No, you can't.
Exactly.
Well, people think they can take mine, so you know.
Who
There's that.
couldn't take Cappy's job? I mean, that's easy.
Coming up at the top of the hour. All right, Chris, good deal. Well, you'll see you tomorrow. Coming up next, lie of the day. If you know what I lied about, 877-710-3776. 877-710-ESPN will award lie of the day next, followed by Game of Games. It's Michael's game. Andy's in for Mace, ESPN LA. Oh, Laura wants me to talk about Toyota, which I love to do. The Southern California Toyota dealers have been in business with the Lakers for more than 40 years. And one of the reasons why you got to look at Toyotas if you're looking for a car is every new Toyota, whether it's a car, SUV, a truck, any new Toyota comes with Toyota Care. That's a no-cost maintenance plan that covers all normal factory-scheduled service for 2 years or 25,000 miles, whichever comes first. Toyota Care will keep your Toyota running, well, like a Toyota. So for your next car, truck, or SUV, just visit your Southern California Toyota dealers or go to Toyota.com. We make it easy. Toyota, let's go places. ESPN LA.
The countdown is on. In just 2 days, LAFC battle Inter Miami.
In the CONCACAF Champions Cup quarterfinals from BMO Stadium.
Point on him, black and gold! The two biggest clubs in MLS.
And some of the biggest soccer icons around the globe. Giroud,
Messi,
Lloris,
Suarez,
Bouanga,
Busquets.
LAFC versus Inter Miami.
Oh my goodness, Denise! 2 days away.
And you can live it all here on 710 ESPN.
And the ESPN LA app.
Hey guys, it's Cap. Here's the scenario. Your home is flooded and the damage is severe. Now it feels like your insurance company is turning on you. They won't approve a replacement living arrangement and the adjuster leaves you in the lurch. Take a breath and call Avner Gatt, one of Southern California's largest public adjuster firms. Avner Gatt knows how to fight back when your insurance company makes you feel like a criminal, leaving you with no hope of getting into your home and getting it all back together. With decades of experience and a passion for helping people, Avner and his family take the call themselves. So whether you have a toilet overflow, a broken water line, a burst supply line, a broken fire sprinkler, whatever the water damage is, you call Avner Gatt today at 818-917-5256 or you go to avnergatt.com. It's 818-917-5256 or avnergatt.com. You call, Avner answers, he says hello. Your claim is our game. avnergatt.com.
Don't navigate the legal system alone. Hey, it's Travis. At the personal injury law offices of Joseph S. Normand, they will fight tirelessly to get you the max compensation you deserve. Joe and his team understand the emotional and financial toll that an injury can take on you and your life. Call 213-747-2000 or visit normandlegal.com. The law offices of Joseph S. Normand have helped thousands of people like you recover millions of dollars in settlements and verdicts. Visit normandlegal.com or call 213-747-2000. Your recovery is their priority.
Children's Hospital Los Angeles is a leader in breakthrough pediatric care, treating complex cases and advancing life-saving research. In support of CHLA's 10th annual Make March Matter campaign, ESPN LA is auctioning off exclusive 710 appearances to help fund critical treatments for children. Every dollar raised supports CHLA's essential work to provide expert care, innovative therapies, and hope to families in need. Visit 710forchla.com to bid and make a difference for kids today.
Progressive knows when you're in your RV, you're already on vacation. That's when you become Vacation You, who just camped where there's absolutely no shade. Even though regular you burns easily. In fact, Vacation You burns too, but is too stubborn to admit it, which is why regular you gets in trouble at the dermatologist because Vacation You doesn't do doctors. So bundle your RV with your home or auto policy and earn an automatic discount from Progressive. And spend the savings on the both of you. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company affiliates and other insurers. Not available in all states or situations.
Michelle Smallman here. Do you want to be at the draft in Green Bay, Wisconsin? Travel Wisconsin is sending 10 lucky fans and a guest to the draft. Experience the thrill of the draft firsthand and make memories that will last a lifetime. Don't wait. Enter Travel Wisconsin's Dream Draft Sweepstakes. Visit travelwisconsin.com/draft to learn how you can win a trip to experience the biggest moment of the offseason. Epic moments that become lifelong memories are waiting to be discovered across Wisconsin. Terms and conditions apply.
Mason, Ireland, on 710 ESPN.
Shohei Ohtani and I have something in common.
No, you don't.
Yes, we do.
I don't believe
we do.
Does he call in sick a lot?
No.
Okay.
Right now, more of Mason and Ireland on 710.
Okay, time for Lie of the Day. I lied about something earlier in the show. If you think you know what I lied about, give it a shot.
If you didn't agree with me, you lied.
877-710-5256. 3776. Lines open. Normally for Lie of the Day, there are not lines open. So I'll give you a hint after every missed answer, and sometimes the first person gets it. Andy, do you think you know what I lied about?
I have an idea, but I don't think I'm right.
Pepe, you think you know?
I think I know.
Michael, you don't know?
Yes, I know.
Okay. Brian, you know. I think you've got it.
I think Brian knows. I definitely don't.
All right. So 877-710-3776. First up, Mark in Ontario. Mark, what did I lie about earlier?
I don't know why, but I think you have had the Flying Dutchman.
Good guess. I'm sorry, that is incorrect. I have not had the Flying Dutchman. Okay, so here's a hint. I lied about something I have, but I really don't have it. Okay, that's the hint. Here is Brinson in Inglewood. Hey, Brinson, you're on ESPN LA. What did I lie about?
I'm going to tell you a lie that you told that you didn't know you lied about.
Okay.
When you just made the statement that anybody can take Cappy's job. Who can take Cappy's
Well, that
job?
was Morales.
Who can come up with that stuff?
Yeah.
Nobody else.
Probably. But no, that's not what we were looking for. All right. So,
All right.
But good try. Okay. So, Laura, how do you pronounce this name on line 4?
It's hard to understand. I think Bellum?
All right. We'll just figure it out. Pronounce your name for me. How do you say your name?
Bellum.
All right. Do you think you know what I lied about?
Yeah, I think you lied about having a good time at Mason's party.
Gotta be the lie. I agree with that.
I'm sorry, that is not the lie.
No, I witnessed John. John was having a good time.
Yes, I had a very good time. All right, so
Terrible party.
So all right, everybody's given up. So I'll give another hint. Okay. I said that someone at the Lakers had given me something and they didn't give me anything. Brian, do you have it?
I think I have it, yeah. That's what I originally thought, so I'm pretty sure I have it now.
All right, yeah. I thought you kind of figured it out, all right? So I said somebody at the Lakers gave me something. Pepe, is that what do you have it now?
No, I didn't think it was.
What did you think it was?
Should I say it now?
Yeah.
The speakeasy thing.
No, it's true. There's a speakeasy inside of Oshawa.
John has actually told me that before.
Yeah. All right. So 877-710 ESPN. Laura, is line 1 ready?
Yes, sir.
All right. Alex, you're on ESPN LA. What did I lie about? Something I said somebody gave me, but they didn't really.
Pair of AR2s.
Boom! There it is. I have never worn a pair of Riggerer shoes, and that's what we're giving away. So, Alex, you win. You get $50 for a Riggerer gift certificate, and then you're entered in the chance to win a pair of Riggerer shoes on Friday. Have you seen these shoes? Have you seen Austin wearing these things?
I actually just looked them up this morning.
All right, so Riggorer, Riggerer.com. This is a Chinese shoe company. Michael, he's kind of following in the footsteps of your son Clay, who signed a deal with Anta years ago. Austin's the first NBA player to sign with Riggerer. They're really cool looking. If you're watching on YouTube, we got them, the box behind me, and they're the fancy pink ones that he did for the gender reveal. Alex, hang on the line. Laura's going to get some more info from you.
So, John, really quick,
Yeah.
they are the same shoe, but they're not the ones he wore for the gender reveal.
Okay.
Yeah.
So they're Andy, you were right. They're a little bit different than the one that he wore
That's what I
for the gender reveal.
I'm going to get me some.
Okay. Coming up next is Game of Games. It's Michael's game. These games are always good. And it'll be Laura, Brian, Andy, me, and Pepe. This is the Mason locked up 2 months in a row, which is unheard of for him. And so this starts, even though it is the 31st of March, it starts April today, and we'll play Game of Games, Michael's game, when we come back. Andy in for Mace, Michael's here, Pepe's here, ESPN LA.
Sedano and Cap.
Today at 3 p.m. after Mason in Ireland.
Did you see Young D's new tattoo?
I did.
He's very proud about the lion.
Yeah, he is.
He's like, look at my lion.
I told him, I said, DeAndre, I said, it's a very cool looking tattoo. I mean, you can see how brand new it is. It's got that 3-dimensional thing where it's like above the skin right now. And then it's got all that glazing all over it. You know what I mean?
This show, from what I've caught up on, likes to glaze.
Loves glazing. Yeah.
Big glazing show.
But I said to DeAndre, I go, getting a tattoo all the way down your arm is one thing. I go, bro, but once you start getting them on your neck and they start creeping up on your face.
I don't think he was going to do neck or face.
No, that was never in the
I don't think he was going to do that.
I mean, I got one good buddy.
Yeah,
of mine.
why are you going down a path
Because
that's
I
not
just-
willing to go
I
down?
was trying to give
I'm
you-
curious.
Hey, DeAndre, don't get a face tattoo.
Well, I was trying to tell that young fella.
DeAndre, don't be Mike Tyson.
Well, I was trying to tell him. I'm like,
Did you think he was going to do teardrops on his face? Or?
No, I'm like.
The LA Afternoon Takeover. That's Sedano and Cap.
On 710 ESPN.
Ticket Thursday on ESPN LA. We're giving you a chance to experience all the wonder of SeaWorld San Diego on us. From up-close encounters with orcas and dolphins to the all-new Jewels of the Sea exhibit featuring awe-inspiring jellyfish. There's more to explore than ever before. Plus, set sail on a flavorful journey at the Seven Seas Food Festival. Tune in this Thursday for your cue to call and win a family 4-pack of tickets to SeaWorld San Diego. SeaWorld San Diego. Open your world to something amazing.
At Ocean Subaru of Fullerton, we believe you should love who you want to love. And during the Subaru A Lot to Love event, you can lease a brand new 2024 Subaru Crosstrek Premium all-wheel drive for just $329 a month for 36 months with $39.39 due at signing. Visit Ocean Subaru today.
With approved credit through Subaru Motors Finance, not all buyers or vehicles will qualify. Lease for 10,000 miles per year. VIN RH915476. MSRP $39.50 plus tax, tag, title, and doc fee. Zero security deposit. See dealer for complete details. Expires 3/31/2025.
Prescriptions require an online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if appropriate. Restrictions apply. See website for details and important safety information. Subscription required. Price varies based on product and subscription plan.
Hey guys, millions of men experience ED, but not everyone can access or afford treatments like Viagra. At HIMSS, our own board-certified urologist, Dr. Peter Stahl, knows this better than anyone, and he knows that HIMSS can help.
Hi, I'm Dr. Peter Stahl, Senior Vice President of Men's Sexual Health at HIMSS. I've helped many guys with ED, and it has never been more convenient to treat than it is right now, thanks to HIMSS.
Through HIMSS.com, you can access a full range of treatment options for ED, including daily or as-needed meds through a 100% online process. If prescribed, your medication is shipped to you for free. Find the ED treatment that fits your needs. Options at up to 95% less than the brand names when you get started at hims.com/joy. To start your free online visit and find ED treatment at up to 95% less than brand name prices, go to hims.com/joy. That's hims.com/joy for your free online visit.
710 ESPN.
And it is time for Game of Games on the #1 sports radio show in LA, Mason and Ireland. Game of Games. Game of Games presented by CallJacob.com. Call Jacob. Everyone loves a fighter, but in this town, winning matters, especially after an accident. So remember, anyone can fight, but CallJacob.com is here for you when you need a big win. After an accident, go to CallJacob.com or call 844-24-JACOB. That's 844-24-JACOB. We got the jingle. Call Jacob. Thank you. Game of Games time. Take it away, Mace.
All right, no Mace today. Andy Kamenetsky filling in for him, but Michael's here, Pepe's here, Brian's here, Laura's here. And it's time for Game of Games. It is Michael Thompson's game today. Michael, what do you got?
Peppery, or potpourri, but I did call it peppery. So
In honor of Pepe. I
In
like
honor of Pepe. All right, multiple choice. Let's start off with me.
Okay.
I have mentioned it several times, and with a chef like Kamenetsky here today, I've mentioned this on the show several times. The second best talk show in LA sports history, of course, next to the Loose Cannons. When it comes, that's what it is. When it comes to Bahamian seafood, my favorite Bahamian fish delicacy is what? Tuna, snapper, or grouper?
Laura.
Grouper.
Brian.
Snapper.
Andy.
Snapper.
I'm going to go grouper. Pepe?
I think it's grouper.
It is grouper.
All right, so Pepe got it, John got it, and Laura got it.
Multiple choice. Pepe likes to test our knowledge of the world. What is the capital of Laos? Vientiane, Paksong, or Salavan?
Brian.
Paksong.
Andy.
Paksong.
I don't know any better, so I'll go with the group. Paksong. Pepe.
Vientiane.
Vientiane and Laura.
I'm going to go with Pepe.
It is Vientiane.
Okay, Laura and Pepe take the lead.
Buzz in. First one. Spell Laos.
Ireland. Laos.
Very good. Yes.
Okay.
That's too easy.
Too easy? Well, you know, it's kind of
And then you go, forget it.
All right, Laura 2, John 2, Pepe 2, Brian and Andy yet to scratch.
Multiple choice. Grand slams in baseball. Who has hit the most grand slams in baseball history? A-Rod, Willie Mays, or Hank Aaron?
Andy.
Aaron.
I'm also going to go Aaron. Pepe.
Aaron.
Laura.
Aaron with the crowd.
Brian.
Willie Mays.
It is A-Rod with 25.
Oh, no. None of us
Willie
got
Mays,
it.
8. Hank Aaron, 16.
Wow, not even close.
Multiple choice. Next year, the NBA All-Star Game will be here in L.A., technically, at Intuit Dome. Making it what time L.A. has hosted All-Star Weekend? The 6th, 7th, or 8th time?
I'm going to go 6. Pepe.
It is 6.
Laura.
I was going to go different, but you guys should know 6.
Brian.
6.
Andy.
Clean sweep.
6. It is 6.
Everybody got it. All right, everybody's on the board now.
True or false? The average, and Laura, you should know this,
Oh,
the
Lord.
average woman eats 4 pounds of lipstick in her lifetime. True or false?
Pepe. True. Laura.
True.
False.
Brian.
True.
Andy.
False.
I'm going true.
It is true.
Okay, so who else got that? Pepe, you got it. Laura, did you get it? No, you
No.
missed it. Brian, you got it,
I
right?
did, yes.
All right, so here's the score update. Pepe 4, Ireland 4, Laura 3, Brian 2, and Andy 1. Go ahead, Mike.
Multiple choice. What year did they break ground to build LA Live? 2003, 4, or 5?
Laura.
I'll go with 3.
Brian.
05.
Andy.
3.
I'm also going 3. Pepe.
I'm going to say 4.
It is 05.
Oh.
Did anybody get it?
Brian.
Okay, so Brian's one back now.
Multiple choice. Brian, you go last here. This is a layup or a tap-in eagle for Brian.
Okay.
The name Cohen in Hebrew means what? Teacher, priest, or mentor?
Andy.
Cohen in Hebrew, I'm going to say mentor.
I'm going to go teacher. Pepe.
I think it's teacher.
Laura.
I also think it's teacher.
Brian.
Priest.
It is priest.
Oh!
That was sitting there waiting for you. All right, 3-way tie between Pepe, John, and Brian. Laura 1 back, Andy 3 back.
Buzz in. You got time to think about this, Pepe, so don't panic. The Chicxulub crater on Mexico's Yucatan Peninsula was created by an asteroid that killed off the dinosaurs 65 million years ago. Buzz in, spell Chicxulub. 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 Spell it.
All right, just stop me when I get a
Yeah,
wrong
as soon as
letter.
you get a letter, I'll stop you.
C-H. Feeling very good. I'm out?
Nope.
Okay. C-H-I-X. Okay.
Pepe.
Anybody else want to try?
Pepe.
Pepe, go.
C-H-I-K.
Andy, you want to give it a shot?
Chicxulub.
Laura, you're not trying?
Wait, I'm trying to see how he pronounces it.
Chicxulub. Chicxulub.
I'll give it a try.
Yeah.
C-H-I-C-X-O.
Oh, Laura, you want to try it?
Hold on, give me okay.
Brian, you want to try it?
C-H-I-C-K.
All right, Laura, last chance.
C-H-I-C. Did he say H right?
You just guess the letter.
H.
H. She's still good, Michael? Okay.
C-H-I-C-X-U-L-U-B.
We had no
Chicxulub.
shot.
No,
Nobody was going to get that.
That's why I put it in there.
Very good question, Michael.
I
Y'all
heard
know,
L-U-B at the end, but not the middle part.
y'all know how much I love aviation, especially military aviation. Fighter pilots, the coolest job in the world. An F-35 fighter pilot's helmet is custom made to fit the pilot's head. It takes 2 days to get the proper fitting. How much is a fighter pilot's helmet cost on the F-35? Everybody guess. Closest to the number.
All right. Brian.
50,000.
Andy.
Wow. I'll say 1,500.
I'm going to go 100,000. Pepe.
I'm going to say 20,000.
Laura.
25,000.
Michael, who won?
The helmet for an F-35 pilot costs $400,000.
Wow. Victory! My 100K was way low, and I got it anyway. 400,000. No
Buzz in.
All right,
Name the four brothers of the Kennedy political Ireland.
Pepe.
No, Ireland.
Okay. All right, so you want the
Four
four
brothers.
that actually served
The
in
four
government.
brothers. Just name the four brothers.
Okay. It is John or
Yes.
Jack,
Yep.
Joseph, Robert, Theodore, Ted.
Yeah, very good. I didn't think you'd get Joseph.
Yeah,
All
Joseph
right.
was the one who died.
Yeah,
He's the
died
one
in
older than
military mission.
All right, so update. Ireland 6, Pepe 4, Brian 4, Laura 3, Andy 1. All right? Keep going, Michael.
Y'all know what cottonelle is, right?
Yep.
Toilet paper. Everybody guess here. Closest wins. According to a study surveyed by Cottonelle, what percentage of Americans prefer or use the over as opposed to the under toilet paper pull?
Okay, so in other words, your toilet paper would drop down rather than you pull it underneath. I'm going to say
what percentage?
63% use the over. Pepe, what do you think?
70%.
Laura?
The only way to do it is the over, and it's 83%.
Okay, Brian?
50%.
Andy?
62%.
Well, you limited yourself there. I said 63. Okay, Michael, what's the answer?
74% of Americans prefer
Pepe.
over.
Wait a minute. Yeah. Pepe was 4 away. Laura was 9 away. So Pepe gets the point. All right. Pepe, I have 6. You have 5.
Everybody can guess.
Michael,
it
you
here.
got 5 more?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, we'll do 5 more.
Everybody can guess here. Mace has changed its name. Somebody spell Mashansky.
Ireland.
Ireland.
All right. MACIONSKI.
Andy. MASIO. I mean, oh my
Okay,
God.
Pepe,
Oh,
you want to try?
MACI.
Yes.
Okay.
CNS.
Okay, I'll do
Laura.
it. MACIONSKY.
Yes.
Wait, that's what I said.
You said I.
No, you said I.
You said I.
Yeah.
Oh, Laura gets the point.
And
All right,
I started
4
spelling out Mason
Right.
as it was actually, and I know it's C.
4 more.
It's not my day.
Multiple choice. Of the 47 men who have been president of the United States, how many have been lawyers? 25, 26, or 27?
I'm got to go first here, and I'll go 27. Pepe.
26.
Laura.
25.
Brian.
26.
Andy.
27.
What's the answer, Michael?
27.
All right, so I got that. You got that. Did anybody else get it?
No, I think just you two.
Okay, 3 more. Pepe, I'm up 2 on you now.
Multiple choice. Counting the recently retired Diana Taurasi's college, WNBA, Olympic, and World Cup career. How many championships and gold medals did Taurasi win? 13, 14, or 15?
Okay, so this counts her time at UConn, her time in the WNBA, and obviously her
on
time on
USA,
Team USA.
USA teams.
All right,
13, 14, or 15. How many championships does she win?
I'm going to go 4 and 4 is 8. And I'm going to go 13. Pepe.
14.
Laura.
14.
Brian.
15.
Andy.
15.
It is 15.
Yes.
Okay. Andy got anybody else?
Brian.
Brian.
Okay. So, Brian, you've got 5, and that's it?
No, I got more.
No, but is that's the only people that got that right?
Yes.
All right, 2 more left. Here we go.
Multiple choice. Which continent has the most countries? Europe, Asia, or Africa?
Okay. Europe, Asia, or Africa? Boy, there's a lot of small countries in Africa, and there's a lot of small countries in Europe. I'm going to go Europe. Brian.
I'll take Asia.
Laura.
Africa.
Pepe.
Africa.
Andy.
Africa.
What is it, Michael?
It is Africa with 55.
Okay, so Pepe, you got that, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Multiple choice.
Hold on. Everybody got that but me?
I missed it too.
Okay.
Multiple choice.
Wait a minute. This is the last one.
This one?
So, Laura and Pepe can catch me. Brian and Andy are out. But you guys have to go opposite of me.
Make
Okay.
it a good
All right,
one.
make a good
okay?
one, Michael. Here
This
we go.
one is for Laura, and she better know it.
Oh, come on. Don't do that to me.
The name Romo is an Italian surname, mostly commonly found in which Italian city? Rome, Milan, or Naples?
Well, I'm going to do the obvious one and say Rome. But it could be Milan or Naples. And Laura, you have to guess Milan or Naples. Well, I'll let Pepe go first since your last name is Roma. Pepe, Milan or Naples?
Naples.
Laura?
I honestly have no clue, and I think it's Rome, and I have to go opposite, so I'll go Milan.
It is Naples.
Oh, Pepe tied me. All right, we need a tiebreaker, Michael, between me and Pepe.
The deepest point in the ocean is 35,000 feet, where it is pitch black, blacker than Mason's heart. Because sunlight can only reach so far down into the sea. How far down into the ocean does sunlight reach?
Read the beginning of that question again.
It doesn't matter. I just said the deepest part is the 35,000
read it
feet.
again, read it
The
again.
deepest part in the ocean is 35,000 feet, where it's pitch black, blacker than Mason's heart, because the sun can only reach so far down into the sea. How far down into the ocean does sunlight reach?
Okay, Pepe, I've got a number. Did you write one down?
17,000.
I wrote 22,000. Michael, what's the answer?
You guys are not marine biologists, are you? 600 feet.
Pepe, you win it. That's it.
That's how far.
The sun only goes 600 feet.
600 feet. Below that is black. How about that? Light only can go to 600 feet.
You had a lower number than me, right? What'd you guess?
17.
Yeah, you got
17,000.
Pepe wins the first game of the
Wow.
month. Well done,
No,
Pepe.
Brian won on Friday.
Pepe,
so he
you've
won
seen
the first.
pictures of the Titanic, right? When they're diving down there? That's 15,000 feet down. It's pitch black.
That's it. 15, like 700 feet down, it's black.
Yeah, it's pitch black. 600 feet as far as the sunlight goes into the water.
Oh, okay, well.
Come on, Pepe.
Yeah. No, because you say it's 35,000.
Well, I just said that.
Yeah, that's why I figured it would be much higher. All right, we'll get to, is Sonato and Cap both working today, Lauren?
Yes, they are, and they're in studio.
Okay, we'll get them in here next.
Wow.
Thank you, Pepe. Congratulations on your victory.
Pepe.
Thank you.
My Pepe's better than yours.
We'll find out on Friday.
Never.
Pepe's doing it Friday. We'll get back here for Super Crosstalk next, ESPN LA.
You never have to miss a moment of LA's mega sports station. Get the all-new ESPN LA app.
Just search ESPN LA in your App Store or Google Play.
Download, tap, and bam!
You got 710 ESPN in the palm of your hand.
Hey, it's Mace talking about the amazing, spectacular Cosm. Best place to watch sports. Cosm is the ultimate sports experience. NBA, NHL, college basketball, Premier League, WWE, more. On massive, high-resolution displays, you got to experience the Dome at Cosm. Immersive shared reality that wraps around you. It's like being on the field or on the court. Inside the hall at Cosm, wall-to-wall live multi-view sports. Go to Cosm.com to get your tickets today. That's COSM.com.
The LPGA Tour returns to Los Angeles for the JM Eagle LA Championship, presented by Plastpro, April 17th through the 20th at El Caballero Country Club. Come watch 144 of the world's best female golfers, including standout LPGA superstar Nelly Korda and back-to-back champion Hannah Green. Tickets start at just $25. First responders, military, kids under 18, and those affected by the Eaton and Palisades fires get in free. Get your tickets today at jmeagleLAchampionship.com.
We've all heard mortgage rates have finally moved down. So if you've gotten a mortgage in the last 2 years, contact the Loan Exchange to check on lowering your mortgage payment. Today, the Loan Exchange is offering a 30-year fixed free closer loan at 5.99% rate and APR. That's right, there are no closing costs. Wow! You can lower your monthly payment without increasing your loan balance. Isn't it worth a few minutes of your time to find out how much the Loan Exchange can lower your payment? By the way, if rates go down further next year, you can do the same thing again without any closing costs. Call the Loan Exchange at 855-752-9944 or go to theloanexchange.com for a free closer 30-year fixed rate and APR of 5.99%. NMLS 1637539. Loan subject to credit approval. See website for licensing information, loan terms and conditions. Equal housing lender. Call 855-752-9944 or visit theloanexchange.com.
When pain keeps you from doing what you love, Hoag Orthopedic Institute gets you back to you. We are ranked number 18 in the nation and number 1 in Orange County for orthopedic and spine care by U.S. News & World Report. From the surf to the green, our world-class doctors are there, which is why more Californians choose Hoag Orthopedic Institute for orthopedic and spine care more than any other hospital. At Hoag Orthopedic Institute, there is no one better at getting you back to you. Proudly founded by premier physicians in partnership with Hoag. Learn more at HoagOrthopedicInstitute.com.
ESPN AM 710 Los Angeles. KRDC AM 1110 Pasadena, Los Angeles.
K256CX 99.1 FM Pasadena, Los Angeles.
It's the greatest segment in LA sports radio history.
Oh my God. When the shows come together for magic on the radio.
It will only grow stronger. Super Crosstalk.
Are we ready for Sedano and Cap to join Mason and Ireland?
Super Crosstalk begins.
Super Crosstalk, presented by Coors Light. Coors Light, made to chill.
It's time for Super Crosstalk.
All right, Super Crosstalk time. Sedano's here, Cap's here, Michael's still hanging out, Andy Kamenetsky filling in for Mace. Guys, I do not know what to expect tonight. Cappy, you're going tonight?
Yes, of course. A game of this magnitude requires a person like myself show up.
Exactly. Sedano, the Rockets have won 12 out of 13 games, but the Lakers have owned them in L.A. They've beat them 6 times in a row at that building. Who wins tonight?
Have they played him against? They haven't played against him since Luka arrived,
Nope.
right?
No, and they've only played once this year. It was in Houston in January, and the Rockets won by 4.
Yeah. Yeah, I think the Lakers win tonight. I think Houston. I think Houston is going to have a bright future. I just don't think that future is now.
Cap.
George Allen.
Have the
Yes.
Lakers been winning or losing when you've been in attendance lately?
Mostly winning.
They have the third best home record in the NBA.
Yeah, but
Right, so it's all Cap.
Right, well, clearly. Last week was one of those weird weeks, though, where you got that win against Indiana, then you lost that game against Chicago, and you're thinking, well, what happens from here?
Well, on the road, they kind of stink.
That is true.
Yeah.
But that loss could have been a very devastating loss. I actually give them a lot of credit.
Devastation.
Because they were able to let that thing go and get on to Memphis and win that game.
What else are you supposed to do? Sulk?
Yeah,
Suck your thumb
exactly.
and curl up in the fetal position? Is
No,
that what
but-
you did? Is that what you did when you missed the field goal?
Unfortunately, yeah, and that's the difference. That's the difference between guys who really make it and guys who don't make it. It's the ability to let things go. You know what I mean? And
All right.
I couldn't.
Everybody give me a theory on this. Okay? On this last road trip, we started in Orlando, took a 9-point lead, and we lost. Then we went to Indiana, took a 17-point lead, blew the entire lead, and LeBron saved them with a tip-in at the end. Then we go to Chicago.
Oh, the giddy shot.
18-point lead for the Lakers.
You made everybody giddy.
They lose on the giddy runner. And then this last game we did a couple of nights ago, again, a 20-point lead, which completely evaporates in Memphis.
Yeah.
The Grizzlies come all the way back before the Lakers gain control. George, why can't the Lakers hold a lead?
Nobody can hold the lead, though. That's the NBA today, is because of the 3-ball, and everyone is so proficient at it, that leads aren't safe anymore. It doesn't matter if you have a 20-point lead. 20-point leads get blown all the time.
Andy, what do you think? Why did they? I mean, that's a lot of lead to blow on one trip.
I think George is correct that in today's NBA, it's very difficult to hold that type of lead. Also, too, the Lakers have gotten a lot of these leads early, which means if you're looking
almost exclusively
Right.
early, yeah.
Right. So if you're asking
That
them
hurts.
to maintain it, you're saying for 3 quarters you need to hold another team down. That's just damn near impossible.
By the way, John, I don't know if you guys – I mean, I heard your call on the Chicago game because we had it on social. The NBA had Adam Amin and Stacey King's call.
Yeah, when he did the Sanford and Son
It
stuff.
was unbelievable. I
Yeah.
thought of Michael because I'm like, Michael, Stacey King just outdid you. That's a line you should have.
I know.
In your arsenal.
Yeah.
You missed it. We played it here on Friday.
Yeah,
and we-
Laura,
and
see
we-
if you can find that call,
and we
the
played-
Bulls TV
and
call
we
of
played
Giddy's
the
shot.
Sanford and Son theme.
Yeah.
Actual Fred Sanford
Yeah.
giving you the
There
original
was
version of
he
it
also
all.
did a Crocodile Dundee
Yes,
line
right.
in there
he
too.
did.
So, Michael, explain what
about
he's
Giddey.
what Stacey King's talking about when he says, Elizabeth, I'm coming, Elizabeth. What's that in reference to?
To Fred, every time Fred had some stunning news, he would feign
a heart. Big one.
Yeah, he feigned a heart attack, and his wife, to his deceased wife, Elizabeth,
I'm coming to join.
Poor Lamont had to deal with that every time.
Grady did too. Don't forget about Grady.
And Rollo. Don't forget about Rollo.
Okay, Rollo on Esther. A lot of people had to deal with it.
All right, here's the call we're talking about.
Doncic took the final shot before that. Here's Reeves. Reeves straight to the cup. Lays it in to take the lead. Bulls are out of timeouts. 2 seconds left. Giddy for the win. Go!
My God! I cannot believe this. Elizabeth, I'm coming, baby. Oh, no.
Improbable.
Unbelievable.
Impossible.
Magic Giddy. Good day, mate. Somewhere in Australia, Sydney, or Melbourne. Paul Hogan is somewhere. Crocodile Dundee. Oh, Lord.
Somewhere, Sydney, Melbourne, somewhere, Australia.
Okay, so I don't mean this to be insensitive. Michael will back me up on it.
All right.
Stacey King might weigh 300 pounds.
Yes.
More than that.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Michael, how does he fit on press row? You and I got rid of the stat guy because you were so cramped in at 6'9". How does Stacey fit?
Yeah, I don't know, man, because obviously they must take out an extra chair for him because he's a big boy.
He's a big dude. He was a big dude when he played, let alone now.
Right.
Yeah.
What do you think he played
And Adam Amin is so small.
When he played, he wasn't a fat guy.
No, but he was thick, though.
Yeah, thick. Yeah, he was thick, but not
that part, John, you might have sounded a little bit insensitive.
Not really.
When he played, he wasn't a fat guy.
There were fat guys who played. Charles Barkley, Oliver Miller.
Yeah. By the way, John, also, you're a bigger guy than Adam Amin, too.
Yeah.
He's smaller.
Yeah.
Less face.
Yeah, Trudell could post him up. Adam Amin.
Excuse me for one moment. Speaking of Trudell, have you guys
Trudell's coming in later, so whatever you're going to say, be ready. He's listening.
Have you guys talked about what happened on your most recent road trip?
Yeah.
With the shrimp?
The shrimp.
Well,
Michael texted to me.
Michael was the one who came up with that idea. Well, there's a little backstory there.
You gave him $500?
Well, here's why.
You got to understand how much he detests.
I know.
5 years ago, we took him to St. Elmo's, which is around the corner from where we went to the Cap.
So good.
And when we went to St. Elmo's, they're famous for their shrimp cocktail, but it's super spicy. And we made Trudell try one shrimp. And Cap, I have never seen anyone as uncomfortable as he was.
You almost pulled a Tracy Morgan.
Yeah.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
Courtside puke situation.
We thought that we were calling 911. And Michael noticed.
He's not allergic to seafood. He just can't stand the taste.
Yeah.
Right.
And so Michael
doesn't even
noticed
like
that
cheese.
they had a shrimp cocktail. We were at the Cap Grill.
Yeah.
And Michael noticed they had a shrimp cocktail at the Cap Grill. And he said to Trudell, he said to the waiter, how many shrimp are in a shrimp cocktail? They said 6 jumbo shrimp, big ones. And Michael goes, will you stick them in the horseradish sauce? And the waitress goes, sure. Goes, Trudell, you eat all 6, I'll give you $500. And Trudell at first went, no, I'm not. Then he went, Michael took the $500, took $500 bills and put them in a beer bottle and put them right in front of Trudell and goes, Trudell, all you got to do is eat the shrimp. And he...
was there a period of time he had to have?
No.
Okay.
He had all night, right?
But he was eating. He ordered dinner. I mean, he was having a normal dinner, and he elected to ruin his dinner and eat the shrimp cocktail, and he got the money.
He was in pain.
Point of information, though.
By the way, you should have seen. He came to my house once, a couple summers ago. Kelly had a charcuterie plate out there for all of us to eat, and I begged him to eat a small little square of cheese, and you would have he acted like I was poisoning him for a
George,
square of cheese.
that's why Michael thought his money was safe.
$500.
I didn't think he would do it.
But wait, did I understand that there was only 400 in the beer bottle and that you owed him 100 or you had to Venmo 100?
Well, no. What happened was Michael only had $400 bills, so he put 400 in there, and Trudell said, "Okay, I'll do it for 4. Don't worry."
Okay.
No, it's 500. I put 500.
I thought you said you were 100 short.
I just was joking.
Oh, okay.
That's what I thought, because that's what I heard.
And every bite was painful for him.
First
He's
of
being
all,
tortured.
let's not overlook the fact that Michael apparently only walks around with hundreds, like gangster
Well, you
rolls.
don't know
like,
this
that's like
about
the
Michael?
smallest bill Michael carries.
No. So when we at the beginning of every trip, Daniel Alonzo, our travel coordinator, shout out to Daniel, who's the best, gives us per diem money, and it's all in cash. The first thing that happens is Michael takes a bunch of 20s and he throws half of them at me and half of them at Billy Mack. and demands that each of us give him all of our hundreds. What is that about?
I just like collecting hundreds.
One time Clay found his money. He keeps it in like a cigar box at home, and Clay sent a video. He goes, "Look what I found." And Michael, to his credit, Michael goes, "There are $3,700 bills in there, and there better be exactly 37 when I get back."
Does Trudell, in addition to having issues with seafood and apparently cheese, does he have trouble handling spice? Because you put those shrimp cocktails in the horseradish. Trudell strikes me as somebody that would have a difficult time
He
with
never,
eating spice.
ever would have done it had Michael not put a big price tag number on it.
Yeah.
Did you regret losing the money? Did you think?
No, it was worth seeing him suffer.
Oh, really? Yeah.
He suffered.
And he did.
Oh,
Really?
yeah.
Yeah.
He looked like you thought he was eating horse manure.
I mean,
or cow manure or something.
when you text me that video, I saw the restaurant. I immediately knew something, like he was eating something he didn't want to eat.
disgusting.
Then I watched the video and I could not stop laughing.
Let me ask you guys this question, because it occurs to me that every time I see one of these videos, you guys are always at a fancy steakhouse somewhere.
Yeah,
of course.
Is there ever a time that you guys go to dinner on the road where it's not a fancy
Friday night.
Gus's.
Friday night, we were at Gus's Fried
Yeah,
Chicken, the
Memphis,
biggest
man.
hole in the wall in Memphis.
Okay, I've never been.
It's
Okay.
great. They have
It's
a few
unbelievable.
out here.
By the way,
They're
we
great.
ate. What we ordered, Michael? We ordered 40 pieces of chicken, every imaginable side.
9 people.
9 of us. Everybody stuffed. Like could hardly walk out of there. Guess what the bill was?
9
With tip.
9 with tip. Okay, in Memphis. Hold on, you take a guess first, George. Go ahead.
All the sides, I would say less than $200.
I'm going to say, you said with tip?
Yeah.
With tip.
With tip, I'm going to say $520.
Right in the middle of what you guys said. It was $350 out the door.
Wow.
For 9 of us. So it was like $40 a pop.
Wow.
And we ate like till we couldn't move.
By the way, that lets me know the Gus's in L.A. are more expensive than the Gus's in Memphis.
Oh,
Because
there's no question.
9 folks going to a Gus's in L.A., that's going to be more than $350.
What's the dinner on the per diem? What's the number? Will you tell us that number or not?
Oh, yeah.
127
$127 a day.
Oh, 127 a day for dinner?
You could do well with that.
Yeah, no, that's pretty good, because my Westwood one days, I think it was $15 for breakfast, $25 for lunch, and $50 for dinner, I think.
When I broke in the league, it was $30 a day.
$30 a day.
Yeah.
per diem.
Well, the Lakers take great care of us because they give us a per diem, and they often have catered meals too. So you get to, you got to pay taxes on it, but you get to keep it.
How you pay taxes? They
They treat it as income.
Oh, really?
Now, yeah. They keep track of how much they give you during the season
For their own purposes.
Oh, by the way, I meant to tell you this because I haven't seen you in a week, Johnny I. 2 things. One, what's the name of the show on Netflix? The Jeannie Linda
Running Point.
Running Point. I'm watching.
Yeah.
I hadn't had really much interest. I heard you talking about it a little bit. I heard your voice was in it.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I love it. It's hilarious.
It's doing really well on Netflix. It's top 5 still, and it's been out for 2 months.
And my girlfriend, who's like, another basketball game? We got to watch another basketball game. I'm like, well,
No,
why don't
she'll
we find
like
a
that
series?
show.
We found this series, and we started watching. We love it. We absolutely think it's adorable. I think the show's great.
Wait, what's your girlfriend got against basketball?
No, she doesn't. It's just I make her watch so much basketball with me. You know, so we went from like a Lakers game
This
to
is
a
a
USC
show
women's
geared
game.
more towards women.
Yeah, it's great.
And I think Kate Hudson's great. Brenda Song's great. The guys producing it are super
The
cool.
brother who plays the GM is hilarious.
Right.
The other brother's great too. I don't.
Well, you know Travis Bugg, the point guard.
Okay, yeah.
Do you know who that is?
I don't.
Tom Hanks' son.
No way.
Yeah, Cameron, right?
It's
I
been
didn't know
renewed
that.
already for season 2.
Is it Colin Hanks?
Chet.
Chet.
Oh. Who was the one with him at the Dodger game the other day? Was that Colin?
Don't know. Colin did acting and is now into documentary films.
Who's the one that did Orange, whatever?
That's Colin.
Okay.
Orange County.
Orange County.
Chet is the rapper.
Okay.
And now acting
there's
in
a
this.
rapper?
again.
Oh my God, no
Yes,
way, really?
he is a rapper.
It's funny because I feel like when I look at him in terms of his character, I'm like, he's a little too thick to really be a believable basketball player. But I love the way, in fact, the last episode is the one.
Did Rachel have the same reaction that Lisa did?
Which is?
Which was basically, honey, I hate to tell you, but if that head coach makes a run at me, I need a hall pass. Yeah, she thinks that guy is super hot.
He is super hot.
Yeah.
Especially that one scene where he's doing pull-ups. You know what
Yeah,
I mean?
he's
just ripped.
in Top Gun Maverick. He's one of the pilots.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that. Yeah, but the one scene where Bug is trying to make out with Jeannie.
Yeah.
I don't know what the character's name is. I don't remember.
Isla Gordon
and
is
then
Kate
she
Hudson's
goes.
character.
Yeah, she goes off on him the next day. I just think it's so great. And by the way, loosely based on Jeannie. Really?
No, it's
loosely.
Jeannie and Linda gave them all the ideas.
Oh, yeah.
And I will just say this as somebody with inside knowledge: half the stuff in that show actually happened.
Oh yeah.
But
It
my
seems that way.
career highlight cap career highlight is towards the end. Are you through it yet?
I'm not through. I think I'm like 5 episodes
So
in.
you'll notice in one of the later episodes, I'm on the radio and Kate Hudson's driving in her car. And I say on the radio, folks, I don't know where Travis Bugg is. He's not on the bench. He hasn't played in the game, and the Waves aren't saying anything. So it's a mystery. And Kate Hudson yells at the radio, because I just dropped him off at rehab, you moron. Kate Hudson calling me a moron. Career highlight. Sedano and Cap next.